We are here joined by Jomar, and you are on your way to Chicago to compete for $250,000. Congratulations. What is going through your head?
I'm just happy, man. That's the word that comes to mind. I mean, it was some tough games, being at one game series.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The friendship torch in the foreground and the Tower of the Americas behind it. Two of the signature sites here in San Antonio, Texas. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer.
Great vision, David. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Lakers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Spurs. They're much further. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Derek White.
Sorry,
and
guys, I can't
Los
show
Angeles.
the settings, but
Cousins
this is on
comes in
Pro.
for Dwight Howard. And
on
it's
the
the
easiest
Beast in for
difficulty.
Rajon Rondo. And the free throw is good, now leading by one. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice
By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw in the beginning, this is a two-way slashing playmaker. It's shooting guard. It's set up to be like pretty much the do-it-all build, 80 defense, 80 finishing with contact dunks, 80-plus ball control, speed boosting when I get takeover, and around a 70 three-pointer. So it's the optimum build for the game, like to be able to do everything.
sets early, because when for young teams, once the scout report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult
Look
season
out.
as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
Cousins trying to free himself up. Shots good from the Beast.
I love how, like,
Beast
right when I
got
start
his second basket of the night.
like the game,
An elite passer in his position.
I swear,
James
GK
always
watches this
seems
shit
to make the right decision.
doing something like this. They're like, oh, no, turn his defense down. Or some shit.
Pirtle against Cousins. Pirtle.
Well,
He
because if we
hangs
get a
in there and
lead, they'll
cashes
do
in on the
either a
second
second
chance
or a
points.
third period
He's
comeback
1 for 4 to start the game. Now, I know he's disappointed with that, but we got a long way to go.
Here's Davis. And the call on the shot.
That's something else that's a problem too, 2K, is the fact that
That one
every
on
single, I mean, it was
Jakob
fine right there,
Nice
but
work to
every
get it
single
inside
time I
and
pass the ball into the
contact.
post,
Yeah,
whether they have
Anthony
10
Davis
people
a
on
rest
them
for
or
the Lakers,
none,
but they
they will
feel
go
great
right
that
for an
both
easy
sides will
layup.
find an
And
extension this
even
offseason.
Anthony Davis gets
There is
blocked
mutual
like
interest from
90%
both
of the time.
sides. Lakers
It's
made the
totally
trade confident.
destroyed
Davis would
my
be
assist
signed.
numbers.
A bit of a
Like,
leap
it
of
was
faith,
not like
but
this
Lakers did
earlier in the
everything they
game.
could to
I
secure
think this
Davis
happened with patch
long
10.
term.
And my assist numbers went from like 10 to 15 per game,
And
no
that one
problem,
falls for Davis.
to like I'm lucky
And
if I get
trading here in
5.
the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Damari Carroll's
Slasher
checking for
Jay. Yeah, I
DeRozan.
totally agree, Jay.
It's
I do.
Mills in for Murray. And then for Los Angeles.
And it's ridiculous
Kyle
because it's on
Kuzma
pro.
comes in
It's
for
the
James.
easiest setting in
And
the
it's
game.
Avery Bradley
You hardly
in for
get
Green.
any experience. I
And
literally
so
get like
Anthony Davis nails both
15,000
of them.
experience per game.
Yeah, and you,
Anybody
you gotta
who's
count
played
the court
past
help
like
for the
90
Lakers
overall
last season,
knows that
hampering
that's
their
like
ability
1,000
to
games just to get a
the
level. Like, it's
longest
crazy.
injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games
So they
missed to
shouldn't have
injury,
it
Kev.
scaled so high.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Oh, Shot Bradley has practiced time and time.
I honestly, like, with all the problems with
legitimate
this
threat
game,
to
I
hit
truly
off
believe
the
that the
catch.
difficulty itself
It's stolen by Bradley.
wanting to play.
And here
Because
we
you
go.
make so many
Cousins
bills,
heading to the hoop,
discouraged
and
after
Cousins
every
throws it
single
down.
bill because the MVPs
Excellent
know exactly
all-around
how to tear
performance
apart
so
every
far.
single bill.
Hence the big lead.
And it just
Yeah,
ruins
Greg, they've
the
come
game.
out
It's
of
like,
the
we don't
gate
play video
strong.
games to be a
Both ends
fucking
of it.
bitch.
Just the
Play
total
video
control
games
so
for
far.
fantasy.
Pass to Gay.
For the power trip to be LeBron James, to be Kobe Bryant, or Michael Jordan, or whoever.
6 on the shot
And
clock.
2K is literally just stripped
That
away
one's
from
off,
us
still
because
out of
they wanna
sync.
make their game so strict.
And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season.
I can't
and
believe I'm
hoping
hitting
for more
threes like
health
this.
this year.
This is with a 65-3
We all
and
know
no
it's a
takeover.
result-oriented business. I mean,
Like-
luck can play a big role with
I'm
injuries,
telling you, 2K
believe me.
knows I'm
Teams
doing this
count on their
stream, so they're
training
just letting
staff
me
to
hit
keep
shit.
players in the game.
San Antonio
It
calls
never goes
timeout.
this good.
And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate.
And I know that for a
With some
fact because I actually
Gatorade. That's
started
key
this
to
game. I
staying
reset this
fresh
game to
all
do
the
the
way
stream.
to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really
I
is.
played all
And
the way
every
through
one
the
of
first
these
quarter
players
and I only had
knows
2
that they're
points.
all making sure.
And that's when
to
I
stay
realized, like, holy
hydrated.
fuck,
It's
like, the difficulty
impossible
just
to
gone
play
through the roof.
your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end.
Oh yeah, if I
games
if
when
I
the physical
score,
toll
I think it's
of a
10
long
points. If you get
contest
more than 10
really starts
points
to add up.
in a period, the NPCs will automatically double team you. If you score more than 2, or if you score 2 post fades in a row, the minute you go into a back down, the NPCs will come try to steal the ball. It's the whole games are just so scripted. They're scripted to the point where you actually know when the NPCs are going to start doing it.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers.
And checking out the stats for Kyle Kuzma, he had a strong showing.
I just remember back in like
last season, he averaged
I don't know,
18
probably
points
2K12
per
days
5
back with
rebounds
Iverson and
2
that. That may
assists.
have actually been
He's been
2K9.
making the right decisions and letting
But
the game come
you
to
can
him.
make your own
Solid
player.
play
Like they didn't have the
all around.
micro and
Yeah,
all that. But
GA,
you can
I
make
like
your own
it
little
because
player
he's
and get
not
whatever stats you want.
overcomplicating
You can
things.
just
I mean,
rip the
he's
game
just playing
apart,
to his
score 200
strengths
points,
and taking what
annihilate.
the defense
And
gives
that
him.
was what made the
Mills, that's a
basketball
two-pointer.
video game fun.
No
If I
good
wanted
again
to like
that
shoot
time.
an actual
And
shot
right from the start, Kevin, they've been
have somebody
pounding
who's
the
bigger than
glass.
me,
Most of
something
those
in my face,
50-50
just 'cause they're
balls
bigger than
also
me,
going their way.
slower than everybody else on the court.
It's stolen by
I would
Carroll.
just go out and play basketball. Like, at least that would be like.
From 17 feet out, that one falls.
Well, I
I'm
think
really
he's
discouraged
looking
by
around
the
wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him. That's for sure.
You're not actually Kobe
And
Bryant.
there's the feed to McGee.
Oh,
And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters.
I swear it does
Dynamite
that
shot
a lot of the
blocker
times too.
with
Like you'll pass it
impeccable
in
timing.
and whoever's shooting will just miss, but they'll automatically get their rebound and make their shot. I think
Now,
it's just time
Carroll,
to take the assist.
he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Pirtle.
It also does that with steals. Like if you don't
Just
have
to
a
Carroll.
95 steal, you can have like an 80 or
Just
a
fine
90.
to shoot.
Like this guy gets like an 85 steal.
Outside, Walker. There's the
you'll,
triple. A rebound by
If
the
you don't have
Lakers.
like a 95
In this
steal,
matchup with the
most of the time
Spurs,
you'll
it's their
just knock
first
the ball
meeting
to
of the
side,
season.
and
And they
they'll pick it
lost
up
the season series
Like,
against
they'll
the
get an
squad
easy
last
shot.
year. So trying to bounce back
Let
here.
me out of the paint.
2 points. That one goes. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they
I'm going to focus a little
first
bit, guys. I've
on
been
the
talking
offensive
ahead,
glass.
been really paying attention. I'm going to focus and actually try, but you're going to see. Like, it's
Now, here's Mills,
difficult to
guarded by
say.
Bradley.
I mean, really, you guys that are watching, you probably already know that the difficulty is fucked up. But this is
And out
really
of
for
bounds
2K.
as Los
Like,
Angeles gains possession.
seriously, 2K, like, I'm not even trying
And
to call
now,
you trash
let's
or
look
talk
at the
shit. I'm just
2K
saying the
leaderboard.
game is
The list of the
over.
NBA's best
It's
fast
not
break teams
fun.
from a season ago. The Lakers second.
So that's the
I
point
mean,
of this.
this is
Now I'm gonna
such
shut
a
up.
tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Passes to the Beast. Dishes it to Cousins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the pass to the Beast. Off target from three-point range.
That felt normal. That felt a lot more normal.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Bradley. Goes back up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
San Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Mills. The
I guess really to show
back in 2009.
the true difficulty also, I should have used a player that's
Greg
not on the
Mills,
Lakers.
now with a decade in the NBA.
That's the reason, like, we're trouncing San Antonio.
And that may be generous.
LeBron and Davis.
The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
To the paint, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Gay scanning the floor. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them,
It's really
they just
ridiculous
banded
how they
together
do
and
it.
trusted one another to make the right play.
But the crowd didn't seem
I
to faze
truly,
them at all. They knew
the
what their
more I
game
play,
plan was
like
and
the
followed it
description
accordingly.
says, I have over 1,000 hours in the game. And probably a lot more than that.
Up top Mills, guarded by
And
Bradley.
I truly believe that like
Pass
a
to
lot
Gay.
of like the way this game is set up designed specifically not to make the game like more challenging or fun or anything like that. It's literally made to just
Another
stop
shot.
people from being able
McGee
to
with the block.
When we
actually
mentioned
have
McGee's
fun in the game.
outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat
really?
the shot.
Really? This little midget bitch just fucking
The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
That's
Looking at
ridiculous
last
too. There's
season's
another thing
numbers,
since we're
down
rapping about
below
stuff.
70%
Why is it that
as
if
a
I make a
team
build
from
under
the line.
6'5", I have 0 interior defense? I can have like a fucking 60, 70 interior with like a 60 or 70 block. But if I make him under 6'5", they will literally just go through me to the rim every time. But yet you just saw that little midget bitch
Man, they
stuff
are
my
just
6'5",
living at
90
the line.
overall dunking
And the
ass.
Lakers making a change
Like,
here.
it's ridiculous.
Caldwell
man.
Pope's checked
Stats
in.
are just crazy. Sorry, I'm cursing, guys. I'll get more and more angry as we go. Like I said, it started out really weird, like how good it actually
Good on
started
both.
out. And I mean, none of the numbers in this game
And
really
so
make
it's
sense.
Mills
Like I have
who
a
will bring it up for the
55
Spurs.
free throw.
19-point game.
Or no, I think it's a
Pass
60
to
now. I think I
Purdy.
bumped into a 60. I green almost all
To
my free
Carroll.
throws. Like free throws are broke. Something as basic as that is broke.
15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6.
And I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you have a 60 or less
right
on your
side.
free throw, you're almost
Shoots over
guaranteed
Kuzma.
to make 70%.
Again, the miss by the
If you
Spurs.
have an 80 or
You
above,
expect him to make
you
those.
have to
You
green
gotta
them.
do
If you
more
don't
to
shoot
get a
right,
hand
you'll
in his
miss
face
almost
next
every
time.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Lakers lead by 19. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, let's not even talk about the way the stats work. The numbers in this game, like the way the NPCs, you'll play an NPC. Like I
And in
noticed this
2018,
with,
DeMar DeRozan opened up about his
what's his
battles
dude? The
with
little point
depression.
guard from Atlanta.
Hoping to have a positive
He
impact
looks
on
like he weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet. I forget his name. But he's got like a 90-something driving dunk, a 90-something mid-range, a 90-something three-pointer, and 80-something defense.
And that was part of
And it's like, what the hell? In every game you play him, he has different
other
stats,
people
but they're
know
always
exactly
crazy.
what I was going through. But you get to a
And
certain
he's only like an
age, you
83
feel like
overall.
It's all about help.
Like,
I love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his
Dude, don't
lead to
get
talk
up on
about
me.
anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys
I'm
wouldn't have
surprised
made
he
those
missed.
substitutions in the first quarter.
A lot of times
That was paying
they'll make
off.
that shit right.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of
Trae
Gatorade.
Young,
All
yeah, I
fueled
think
up
that's
for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now
And
for
it's
the
like,
Spurs.
I get it. Like, there's
Gay
guys
and
in the
Aldridge
league
are up
that are
front.
that good. I'm not
Then
saying
it's
he's not
Damari
that
Carroll.
good. I'm just
Then it's
saying,
Mills.
why,
And it's
why
Forbes
can't
in
I
at the
be?
2. Okay, well, let's go
Like,
down to David Aldridge
That's
for
my
a report
problem.
from the
It's not how
sideline.
good the NPCs are.
Well, Kevin, my
It's that I
cousin
can't be
LaMarcus
anywhere close
Aldridge
to
is
that.
not the
No matter
flashiest
what build I
player, but
make,
he
no matter how
is
many boosts I
respected.
put on, no matter what
His former
takeover I
teammate in
have,
Portland,
doesn't
C.J.
matter.
McCollum, said
Cannot have,
he hasn't
like,
changed his
most
game
of
to
the
try and
NPC
fit the new
builds.
NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket. Strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, DA, and he is still getting it done. Thank you.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
I will say, like, the one thing I have noticed is, like,
MVP.
your first, like, 10
surprise
games with a team are freaking horrible. Your team won't play defense. They won't pass you the ball.
I
Like,
think
it's just
there
bad.
are a few
And
surprises. I mean, we can go young.
Like, I think
young
this is,
guys
like, for this guy, I think this is, like,
Trae
game 11 or
Young
12.
Or Luka
And
Doncic.
as you notice, like, they're starting to play
to do it like
shit like that. So I don't know, maybe, like, after 1,000 hours on one player,
there's
maybe
a
your
few
team
young
will start to back you up
Celtics,
and
there's a few
actually
young
play ball
Lakers
with you,
that
but
in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones
even that doesn't make sense from the view of 2K.
The practice habits,
because you want people to make as many players as possible.
Recipes or stealing
And
what
if they
eat
make a
before
player
the game
and have to put in 1,000 hours just to get that
many
player
guys
to the
right
point
now
where it's
that are going
actually
to be
usable.
in that second
How many
tier
players do you
coming
think
up. It's
they're
going to be
gonna
fun to
make?
watch their growth.
It will. And both free throws good for Mills.
CPU plays a lot
Lakers leading by 21.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I know I'm
The
kind of
biggest
playing like
passes
shit
emerge.
right now too because I'm talking about it.
Second quarter of basketball,
Oh, what
just
are you
over a
doing,
minute and a half
man?
played so far. The Beast, and another basket for the Lakers.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Spurs shooting a rough 22% so far in this one.
All right, let me concentrate.
Passed
Every
again.
time, man, I never actually get the steal. I
Five
got
to
lucky
shoot.
and didn't
A
just
three
throw the ball
ball.
behind me and let him like,
The
run
offensive
right out.
rebound. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. A different look now for San Antonio.
All right,
DeRozan comes in for.
We got takeover now. Let's look what our actual stats are real quick. I won't sit on them, but I want to look and see what they actually are now. This is with takeover. I have an 85 driving layup, a 90 driving dunk, 70 mid-range, 73 pointer. What about my post fade? 77 post fade, which is actually not bad. Post fades, if you're above a 70, that's all you need. Because I have pure sharps with 95 post fade who cannot hit the post fade whatsoever. Like, it just never goes in. I have big guys with like a 60-something post fade who can make it almost every time. So I don't know what the deal is with that. And see, I can speed boost now. And then my defense is pretty damn good. See, my steal's not even up yet. Like, it goes to 85. But like I said, steal's another one of those stats that doesn't matter. It actually seems like the lower it is, the more steals you seem to get. And then as you can see, I'm fast as hell. Considering I have an 85 strength, I'm fucking huge. Like, I don't know how I did this with this build, but I got all of his numbers like crazy high. So, but there we go. Like, you can see, he's not a shit player.
For Damari Carroll,
really nice
and it's
numbers
wide
all
in for
the right
Patty
places.
Mills. The Lakers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
That's speed boosting now, apparently.
Shooting foul as the
They
whistle
have nerfed
blows.
speed
He'll shoot
boosting
2 free throws.
round. Like, it's almost worthless now. That's why, like, I made this player.
The Lakers
because
have
I
shot
realized I
9
didn't need
of
a
11
two-way
at the free throw
slasher
line.
with 86 ball control, because the difference between 80 ball control and an 86 is nothing. Because speed boosting doesn't exist anymore. So it's like, what's the point? And you can do momentums with a 70. So I don't... Like, they just ruined everything in the game.
First free throw is good.
And honestly, guys, I guess I gotta apologize because this video is supposed to be about the difficulty, and I'm glad you guys are talking to me because clearly you guys know about the difficulty. I don't know why it's 42 to 18. I don't know what's going on.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Like, maybe after this, because I have
Spurs have
another
gone
two-way
0-4 in the
slasher.
second quarter.
Point guard,
Obviously,
it's the
that
exact
needs to
same
change.
build. It's just built a little bit different.
Like the pass to 4.
And he's on the Cavs, so maybe the next
Game with
game I'll
it
play that
for
guy.
3.
And, you know, a guy that's
Rebound
not
by
on the
Murray.
Lakers, because
They
the
have
Lakers
been
give you
board
huge
dominant
advantage.
in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
There's the dish to McGee.
Come on, McGee, you're serious?
Goes to the
That
reverse
is what
layup
happens
and
every
puts it
time.
in.
Every time they
See,
miss the
this is
easy
why
fucking layup,
JaVale
and they
McGee
get
is
the
out
putback
there.
right away.
When he
just so I
hustles
don't
like
get
this,
this.
his coaches and
And I know I'm
teammates
probably just
notice
taking it
it.
too personal, but that happens
The
every
pass to Gary.
time.
He feeds it to Aldridge, and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Oh, yeah.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in.
Dude,
The
you guys
Lakers
feel
also
free.
with the
Let it
side.
out in the
Davis
comments.
checked
If
in.
whatever problem you guys are having with the game, like it may be something I hadn't even thought of. And I'm not saying 2K will see this. You know, I'm a pretty small streamer, so I doubt they will. But, you know, we don't know unless we put it out there.
A
Feel free to let
from
loose
the
in the
beast.
comments, man. Say what you want. Say what you need
San
to about
Antonio's
2K.
gone 0-2 from deep here in the
That's what
center.
this stream's kind
White,
of
left
about.
side. Sinks that one from the post. White's got his first basket. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run. Murray outside. Pass to the beast.
What are you doing,
Back to
dude?
Murray.
Set a pick for him, and he just passed
A
the ball
three.
back.
Nailed from
Oh, I
three-point
see
land.
what's going on. I didn't even realize. I was
Give
watching
them
the
credit.
play. I wasn't
Offensively,
watching the
they've
guy. I
been
didn't realize
the more
DeRozan was
efficient team.
sitting on
Yeah,
it.
and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Murray right side. The baseline J off the mark.
They gotta
Los
fix that
Angeles has gone
timing,
3 of
too,
5
man.
from
You go to
beyond the
block
arc
a
so far
shot,
tonight.
and, like, the
Here's the
timing
beast.
is so messed
Played in
up.
with a nice touch off the glass.
Like you can
The
tell, like
Beast's
you have
got
to jump
19
like
points.
about a half a
Liking
second
the
right
vision there
before
for
they
Caldwell
actually
Pope,
go
looking
into
to
the
get
shot
his
after.
guys going when
That
they're
timing's
open.
off. I shouldn't have to
And so
jump
it's
till
Murray
I
who brings the
see
ball
them
up for
go
the Spurs.
shoot.
They've
Like,
got
that's
the
whole
Hawks ahead of
point.
them in their next game.
Otherwise,
It's in
it's just,
Atlanta.
I have
That'll
to
be just
predict
one game
everything
played
the game's
away
gonna be.
from home for them. Here's DeRozan. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And a big lead for them
I
on
got your
both
whole
the
team, baby.
scoreboard and the
Come on, man.
thus far.
I have contact dunks with
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Maybe I'm not triggering it early. That's the other thing I don't know if you guys realize. If you're having problems with contact dunks, check your standing dunk. You need a 60 standing dunk. Otherwise, you got to, like, press the dunk
That's
button
good
or
from the
whatever
beast.
farther out
And
from
Greg
the rim.
DeRozan
Like, there's a
watched a ton of
weird
films
area
of guys
right inside
like
the rim
Andre
that if you
Miller
get too
and
close,
Sam
you don't
Cassell
have a standing
operating in
dunk.
the pick and roll.
You won't do
Not only that,
contact
Kevin,
dunks. Whether you can have a
to strengthen his
95
left
driving
hand,
dunk.
he'd
My pure
use it
slasher
for
has a
daily
95 driving
activities
dunk,
like
but he only has like
writing,
a 30
leaving no
standing
stone
dunk.
unturned to become
And
an expert
if I hit the
initiator.
dunk button
Trey
right when I
Lyles
hit the
checked in
paint,
for LaMarcus
he'll
Aldridge.
dunk on like the tallest
Hits
players
one,
in the
then
game.
this is the second attempt
But
from
if
the
I
free
wait
throw line.
until I'm like a step
And you have
inside
to
the
like
paint,
the way he's
great.
attacking
Oh, come
the
on.
defense,
Come on.
drawing
Force.
fouls and getting himself
Force.
chances at the line this quarter.
Bullshit.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year
I probably would.
created
I'm
an
known to do
opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do.
Well,
That's
just
what he
wait,
needs.
because I'll
And White at
the
6'4",
next game I'll use
capable
my
of
the
manning
exact same
either
build, but I'll
guard
put him
spot.
on the Cavs.
A shooter,
Or I'll use the build I have
and
that's
an
on the
all-defensive
Cavs,
team in
and it'll be a
college.
completely
He
different
is
game.
definitely a keeper.
Passes it to the Beast. 14
Oh,
feet
what the
away.
fuck? It like stopped me.
Here's Davis. Count it.
That was so weird. Like I had the animation to go around him, and it like froze me and forced me into a jump shot. That was weird as hell. See, this is the kind of shit. Like, what the hell? This stuff, I don't even know what this is. Like, this isn't a difficulty thing. This is just, what is the game doing? Like, you see, I'm all the way, like, I am broken past him. I have a straight opening to the rim. I have about 50 pounds on this dude and probably 20 to 30 higher strength. I should be able to annihilate him. See what happened? Like, I had the go-around animation, and then suddenly I just bogged down into him. He didn't even move his feet. He's been in that same position the whole time. I'm on his side, and my guy just bogs down and goes into a fucking shot. That's broken shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Second make in 4 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's really aggravating.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Lyles. Outside White.
I actually hit steal right there.
Gay against Rundle.
He didn't even
Lock at
swipe
6.
at it.
And that one's good by Gay.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations.
There's another
Just
thing
so
to grab
clever at
about, too.
finding
I
ways
know
to
that's real
bury
in
shots
basketball
against
with
defenders.
mismatches and
Rondo
everything.
passes to the Beast.
But they don't put a freaking point guard on a center and leave
Rondo
him in the
against
paint
Murray.
like that.
I
played high school basketball. You do not do that. If your point guard gets stuck in the paint against the center, you leave your man at 3 and go in there and help him.
Outstanding.
Because you'd rather give up an open three-pointer that they might miss is a 50% chance
and not
miss,
many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
If you play help
Talk about
defense,
players getting
they automatically pass it out.
He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
That's why you see me like just staying locked to my guy, because I learned a long time ago help defense forget it.
And making his return from the ACL tear,
which is really sad.
Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Rondo passes to the Beast. LeBron against Walker. Yep, it counts.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Here's the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
That's just great touch. Teardrop. Well, that's all about fear.
No good from the Beast.
Hold up, because I know I have that shit turned off. What the hell? I turned that off. Did it reset my settings again? Yeah, it did. It reset all my settings again. Okay, I didn't even realize it'd done all this. Damn it. Yeah, it reset everything. I don't even remember what some of this stuff was. Damn. I knew someone right. I'm like, why am I getting a meter for layups? There's no reason to have that.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a bit. The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Now that's some hang time.
Oh, by the way, here's another problem, 2K. Sorry, guys, I just remembered to put this in. If you notice my stamina,
pretty double clutch
we're
move.
in like halfway through the second, and my stamina is almost completely drained. And the reason that is because I have the double Gatorade boost. So like I have 1-8 Gatorade boost or whatever from the wheel, and then I also did my workouts. And I realized if you have 1 Gatorade boost, you're fine. But if you have 2 Gatorade boost, it actually makes your stamina go down almost twice as fast. There's another problem. That's why, because I'm not, if you've been watching my player, you notice I don't just lay on turbo or anything like that. I only use it when I need it. And I'm already out of stamina. It's just, the game is, God, please. I want them to fix this so bad, and I know they're not going to. They're just going to start advertising 21.
Bored to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And Murray, here we go.
And guys,
I don't need to think that way.
Easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
I mean, this could end up being a big night.
I don't know what the problem is with Duncan.
Is any indication?
Wouldn't do it.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Golden State.
Yeah,
usually, that's part of the reason I made him so big and strong.
Hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Davis. 6 to shoot. And finished off by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Rondo Rondo against
Also,
Murray.
guys, I am
Leads
kind of
to
just
DeRozan.
standing back some of the plays
No
and
good
just staying
that
where I'm
time.
supposed to. I'm
Nice
not
D
really
from
like
Cousins.
forcing the game.
And the shots
Because
just
part of this also
continue
is I don't want to go
say
in here and just
no
play like
in
an
terms of
idiot and be
falling.
like, oh, the game
Offensive
sucks.
rebound.
Like, so I'm trying to
That
play
one
within
drops
the
for him.
offense and do the
And
right
that's
thing
now
and all
10
that.
points
so, like,
for
the
Davis.
mistakes that the
It
game
was a
itself
tough
is making are
first
very
quarter for him, but it's been a different story here.
I could just take it and try to drive every time and try to
Miles
be doing
gets to
stupid
Walker.
dribble moves that probably will get the ball stolen.
Gay
stuff
outside.
Like that,
Three-pointer.
but trying to play smart.
Cousins pulls it in.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Oh, he's one of the
I don't know
best
why. Just all of a
passing
sudden they're like giving
in
that
the game.
baseline
I
to
mean,
me
think
every
about
time.
this. Cousin doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
I think maybe the computer realizes
Rondo
I have
with the
good
steal.
scoring. And it's like, all right, let's give him some
The pass to the Beast. He's looking for...
Oh, good. Did you see that?
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
See, and as you can see, my stamina is completely gone.
Looking to end the run.
Already.
DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 7.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Back to Rondo. Pass to the Beast.
Oh, I'm going to fade him. Oh, he didn't see it.
Fader on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
Murray against Rondo. And Murray.
Like, I feel like
Here we
shit
go.
because I'm
Kick out
actually
to
doing
Walker.
all right this game. But, like I said, next game I'll put the Cavs
On
on
the wing,
and it'll be a
DeRozan.
completely different
Gay trying to break free.
And like I
The
said,
Lakers
pretty
with
much
the rebound.
exact same player.
Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the Beast, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Lyles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes.
I'm telling you, man, 2K knows I'm streaming.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
2K knows.
Thanks, guys. Huge first half for you, Che. You carried the load for your team. What can we see from you in the second half?
You can expect.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter.
I mean, if nothing else, this stream, when I go play the guy on the
And
Cavs,
after a very
it'll
lopsided
definitely
first
show
half,
like how,
we'll see if things play out a little
overpowered
more
certain
evenly here in the
teams are.
second. What can you
Especially
say? The
considering
Beast,
it's
an
for my
impressive
career
effort
that if
here
you don't
today.
pick one of these top
He's
teams
been running
like
wild
the
on him
Clippers
through
or
that
the
first
Lakers or
half.
something like that,
Absolute
it's a
dynamite
completely
on
different
offense.
game. And it just
And as they can't slow him down.
it's not just that you don't win games as easily, it's literally your XP is like cut in half. Like, I'll get a ton of experience because they're making their shots and they're passing the ball and they're playing defense, and the Lakers are a good team. You go to a team that doesn't have all those backups, like, and it's all on you, like, you're pretty much screwed.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. The feed to Cousins. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's the 3, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's LeBron, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I mean, if you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Passes it to Gay. He kicks to White. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge trying to break free. DeRozan's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's White. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Davis throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
And the pass to the Beast. And Davis puts it in. 18 points for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
My guy like froze.
White looking around. He feeds it to DeRozan. LeBron with the block.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
I don't know why I thought Davis would do something crazy.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. Caldwell Pope against Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got his second bucket. The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. The Beast passes to Cousins.
Every time.
We've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointers, and the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State. Okay,
I get it,
Golden
they're big
State
enough
shoots
to
so many
force it
threes,
most of
right?
the time,
But they
or
don't
a
shoot
lot of
the
the
most
time,
threes,
but
and they have the
try
best
to do
ball
that
movement.
every-
And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game.
Especially playing on
They
the
don't take
Lakers, because
most
one of the
threes,
things that
but then you
LeBron
have
is like
teams that
known
have
for
every
doing
guy
is driving
shooting
the
under
paint,
30%,
dropping it to a
and
big
they're
man
shooting
who will
100
pass it
threes
out
with no
to
ball movement. Yeah,
Rondo or
something's
somebody on
backwards.
the
It's
three.
still about playing basketball and
Davis on
shooting
the three.
threes,
Like,
not
wait.
shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does.
on,
Perfect
man.
sense. That's
I'm telling you, I
tipped,
cannot
and he's
rebound.
able to get it
You
back.
motherfucker.
Shots good by Mills.
How did he out-rebound me so many times? Like, how is he out-rebounding me like that? Like, that's freaking crazy. That was Patrick Mills, right? I guarantee he doesn't have a rebound. Like, there's no way. He's got a 30-something rebound, right? Like, so mine won't be much higher, but I guarantee it's a lot higher than that. My rebound... Yeah, I'm in the 50s. What the fuck? Like, literally, he just snatched it away from me like 3 times in a row, and I got a 20 higher rebound, both offense and defense. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's because if you're below a 60 rebound, you can't
They're
rebound
on
at all.
a 14-5 run
Like,
here. The Beast passes to
And
Kuzma.
the NPCs, they just let them do what they want. Like, I don't think their stats even matter.
The 11-footer, Caldwell Pope with a wide-open look, buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Let's not even talk about the fact that I'm like 6 inches taller than
outside,
him.
Walker.
Probably weigh like 50 pounds more than him.
Now
And I'm
here's
probably
Mills.
just as
He's
fat.
tightly guarded. Pass to Gay. Shoots over Cousins, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And when it comes to athletic small
We got a
forwards,
few of
he
y'all
is the cream of
viewing,
the
man.
crop.
Let me hear it in the
Aggressive
chat, man.
player
What's up
whose
with the
reach
Super Bowl?
Really
Who's
helps
winning?
on both offense and defense.
And he knocks down the first one.
To be honest, I really don't care about either team, but I want to know who's going to win. That should be the end of it. Yeah. I hate this too, 2K. This whole like
9
making us
seconds
watch
left to
the
play
last
here
10
in the
seconds,
fourth.
especially when it's like a close game, and you have to watch the last 10 seconds,
And
and they
here's Mills.
foul over and over again, and it turns into like 5 minutes.
And
of
so
just
it's the
sitting there
Lakers
waiting.
taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Okay, well that didn't go at all as planned.
Team to come in and just
But like I said, I'm gonna switch over to the Cavs now, and y'all see the difference. That I really shouldn't have used the guy that was on the Lakers because the Lakers carry the load.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. See you next
That's
time.
some really crappy progress though for me. Okay, come on now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Hey, Jet here, man.
Don't care.
And that'll wrap.
Already 100%. Chemistry, I don't.
Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's
No.
up?
You did a lot of
I mean, I don't know if I did anything special.
Oh, come on, man. You're gonna do all this to me right now?
Jay, get in here. I got.
Don't care.
Consider it done. Great choice, by the way.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Okay. We did get a level up. But as you can see, yeah, those are the stats I was working with. Like I said, he does get a good steal, but steal really doesn't matter. Like, I only have that up for badges. Like, you can get just as many steals with a 50 as you do with a 95. It doesn't matter. And so that's why I did that way, is just I'm filling in everything else, and then I'll fill in the steal. But that's what I was working with. Nothing spectacular, but it's the only build I've found that can kind of hold its own in everything. And now we'll go to the Cavs, and I'll get my ass whooped. With the exact same build. Oh, shit.
Be sure to check back for details on how you
Boy, her
can tune in to
outfits
My Team
just get
Unlimited finals.
skimpier and
And
skimpier.
with
I
2K,
swear.
the competition
Like,
doesn't stop.
every
The NBA
episode.
2K League draft
Like, I don't know if you guys saw the
We
last
already know some
episode.
big
She's
names
wearing
that
this
have
little,
made it
like,
to this year's draft pool.
techno-color
Here's Chris
little
with
dress
one face that's
thing that
familiar
barely even
here
covered
on
her
2K
ass.
TV, Bear to Beast.
Like, I don't know, man. Oh,
The net
damn, we're
shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without
They
a bucket.
should sub me out in a
We've got
minute,
Wayne
then I'll get a
Ellington.
fresh game. I'll
Reggie
just finish
Bullock
this
is out
off.
there with Knox.
It'll let me
Then
get used to
there's
this
Bobby
player again,
Portis.
too.
And it's Smith in at the 1.
He's not
That's the
anywhere
5 for
near
New York
strong,
right now.
but he's a lot faster.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brent, we hear this all the time. Good
And he's a
defense
point guard.
beats
Other than
good
that, it's
offense.
pretty much the exact
Do you think
same
that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
He's like real
Sexton.
fast and he has
After New York
contact
gets the
zones and all that,
three.
but he's so light.
No good from Casper.
Doesn't matter what his stats are.
Now here's Ellington, defended by Sexton.
Oh, come on, man.
Smith, left side. Passes it to Knox. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Caspy's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Sexton. There's the pass to the beast.
Doing, dude?
And stolen by Portis. And they're on the break. Bullock with it. Out guarded by Murray. Fades back. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
I gotta get used to it, I guess. I know, like, a lot of people will be like, why if you already had a point guard? Because this guy actually gets more badges and higher stats than the other guy. But what I realized about this game is position is everything. So, like, you can make the exact same build.
The jumper from the
free throw line. But if you make him a point guard, you have to face that
Jr. working on his shot and now working to get going in the mid-range.
To create space is insane. And then you only have a 65 shot contest no matter what build you make. You can make a pure lockdown.
Pass to Zizic. Here's the beast, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news.
Yeah, so that's the reason.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 from the 4 in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Who it makes sense they have like the same kind of stats.
Portis, the best from outside the arc. Rebound by the beast.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible reverse throw.
Don't get me wrong, Kemba Walker's a great
body
player,
control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation
dunk. He's not a sharpshooter. He's not a dribble god who's gonna like destroy everybody and take it to the rim every time.
Misses off the left eye.
He's not Kyrie Irving doing all the crazy dribble moves and then laying it up on your head and like spinning around you or whatever, all that stuff. Post spin just doesn't work at all.
Offensive rebound, kicks to Sexton.
Completely gone this year. Move around,
now the pass to the beast. Here's Caspy. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Deep 2 from Murray. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Now here is Smith.
Every guard. This is why I quit using
Smith.
Players, because I'm a defensive player.
Swipe it.
Every point guard in the game.
And here we go. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover
that's
even
one of the
more
biggest
painful.
mistakes I made.
And the gamble paying off.
I can't stay with it. I cannot
off on the layup.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
That whole, like, giving them zero block and, like, no
the aggressors
rebound,
taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
That does not work in my
Now, here is Smith.
Like, you do that,
we have seen some international showcase games.
That's the reason a lot of these guys, that's actually a huge reason that a lot of the park players,
I like the fact
they don't
that
even realize how bad the game actually is because they don't play my career
how many
at
players from different countries are represented.
I don't think it's even that they don't want to. I think it's they probably made their
park
park build, did all right in the park, thought, okay, I got a good build, and then went to play my career and went, what the fuck?
And have an
they couldn't do
opportunity
anything.
for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like. I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more. He's guarded by Bullock.
Which I guess kind of makes sense, like why even play my career this year, honestly. You don't get anything for it. Everything, every unlockable in the game
subbed in
is
for
unlocked
Dennis
through
Smith.
park.
Then for the Cavaliers.
So literally, if you're my career player this year, there was
and it's the beast in for Garland. That free throw good from
everything in the game is unlocked through park games. Not only that, yeah, you can get your 99 overall and your plus stats or whatever.
2018-19,
but the 10 badge thing, you only get that if you go legendary or whatever.
Delivering on the talent that saw him
so like
taking
even there, like park players
overall
get 10 more badges in
2014.
everything.
Outside Porter.
Like that's fucking crazy. That there's no way for my career player.
It's good on the putback.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight.
Like, I don't know, sorry,
getting
that's
out
a pet
on the
peeve of mine.
road,
I can't
playing
believe
with
they lost the whole game
assertiveness,
by
confidence, fully in control for this win.
Robinson. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, and as you guys have seen, like, this little guard is just running all over.
And
like,
that
he
one
can just
goes
get
long.
away from me.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock
like I
those
said,
down.
this is like the same exact build I was using before. The problem is
here's the beast.
He doesn't weigh in.
Good as the jump shot falls.
And guards
The
are way too
beast's
fast.
got 39.
So the exact same build
strong. This is
trash
how you
at
want
point guard
to close
and
things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so it's Cleveland taking
That game doesn't count either, even though it was Cleveland.
This one was over well before the
we were
final
facing
buzzer.
the
fans were
You can't beat the Knicks.
something to get excited
I could
about.
stomp the
Greg,
Knicks like
but
that.
They never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean,
not exactly.
When they made it really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
See, I got 18,000 for that game. Looks like a lot right now because it gave me a nice little hunk, but this dude's only like an 86, 87 overall. So like as soon as he hits that 88, 89 range, it's like 10 to 15 games per level. I don't even want to talk about what happens when you get 90.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we...
Hey, Shaq, you guys stomped that team.
No, we didn't.
And that's a...
That's what's even better, too, is when this happens after a bad game. Like, you just got your ass stomped, nothing's working, the computers seem to be scripted against you the entire time, and then they boo you at the end of it. Like, that will make you throw your shit.
All right, man. You
see that crazy fan? Yeah, Jay, you gotta wear Adidas, man. That's just part of the...
Oh, I guess I had the wrong shoes.
Look at this.
Before I get in trouble again. Whoa. That was weird. Adidas, right? That's what they said. Pretty sure. Yeah, alright. You know what? We'll even give him his level up and everything before I start the next game. See, it's the exact same build, except for instead of the 80 block, he gets a 75. He gets lower rebounds, lower interior, but he can speed boost and all that shit. Which I thought was going to be really important, and it turned out not to be very quickly. I guess we'll just top that. He's already got a couple badges. Let's give him range extender. Let him shoot a little bit deep. And then once you get bronze clamps, like anybody who might be just starting out for some reason, get yourself bronze clamps first, and then everything into Intimidator until you get Intimidator Hall of Fame. Because Intimidator is probably the most important defensive badge in the game. Not that that has anything to do with this stream, but I thought I'd put it out there. Does he have his boost also? Yeah, okay, so he's got boost. Oh, actually, I guess I did win some jump shot boost or something like that. Not that that really matters. Hey, I appreciate that, Finn. Alright. Oh, this will be good. Okay, we got the Sixers next. Now, the Sixers are one of those, like, elite teams. They're just so stacked at almost every position. Not to mention, I'm going to be going up against Simmons, who's a goddamn small forward. Rants are like my inner thoughts while playing the game. I appreciate it. I mean, it's good to know I'm not the only one, man. So, alright, we're going to take on 76ers. Let me make sure they didn't screw up my settings again. See, okay, there you go. We are on Pro. Like anybody who's wondering, this is on Pro. And everything looks alright. Okay, I think we're still good there. Alright, Sixers as it is. Okay. Yeah, because right now I have my foot in my mouth, like, because the way the last two games went, like, it kind of went completely against the title of the video.
Only talks the talk, but man,
and it never plays that way. I swear to you, 2K knows I'm streaming, and they're like turning the difficulty down.
Bear, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How you
like
doing?
I'm that
Great,
important.
Man. Thank you for joining us on 2K TV. I have to ask, what's life been like since you won that championship last season?
I'm gonna tell you what, I can't complain. The money is definitely.
I don't know why, but probably just I'm a dick. But every one of these 2K players, these 2K League guys, every one of them that I've seen on there, I hate their personality. Like every one of them, like just seems like a total douchebag in real life. And I don't know that for sure. I can't say that about them. I don't actually know the guys. I'm just speaking out my ass. But man, something about those dudes, like, they just seem like the type of guy that would like sell their soul for $1. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. All right, let's see how bad this is. And I'm actually gonna try and shut up this game, guys, so I can actually try. I'm gonna try hard. And we'll see how it goes.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
I guarantee it won't be no
Tonight,
blowout.
it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K. D8. They certainly can. Well done, D8. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philip. Into the NBA game for this.
Right now, yeah, they're already up by 5. Like, see, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Like, wait. Jesus Christ. 90-something finishing with 90-something defense, and he's not bursting takeover right now. There's no way I'm
latest
stopping
class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now, here's Sexton. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. Clock at 2. Love, no luck.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he's good on the 3-ball.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Oh,
and stolen by Harris.
I saw that.
Outside, Simmons.
I know you can't shoot.
Pass to Richardson from deep 3-point range, and it's Osman with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And contact on the shot.
That's probably what every layup's going to be like, because Simmons is going to be all over.
For years, guys, obviously we thought about the Cavaliers as one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Last year, obviously a very different story. They had a couple of shooters, but they lacked the kind of stars that could draw the defenses away.
And Doris, to your point, it seems like any team that lacks floor spacing has a hard time picking up points.
And for the Cavaliers, Cav, that was obviously their biggest problem. They were second to last in the league in points scored.
They don't even shove you or anything. It just literally threw me to the side. That's exactly what happens here. Like, if you watch my feet, look at my right foot. I'm getting set to push to the left, to my left. Because I know I've got a guy inside, and I know if he's going to break to the rim, he's going to go to my left, right? So I'm pushing over to the left. That's why that foot's already braced. And watch what happens. Boom! My guy just shoots way over to the right. I don't know why.
I don't know why he did that. I have no idea why he did that. It's literally, and there wasn't any animation from Ben Simmons or anything. It literally just shoved me out of the way so he could run past. Ben Simmons is a god. Oh, I agree. Like, Ben Simmons is a badass player, and they've got him way overscaled in this game, of course. But that still doesn't change, like, the animations that it's forcing my player to do that I have no control over.
And that is what translates to only 19 games won after winning 50 the year before.
What are you doing, dude?
Love against Horford.
I'm locked. I can't move. I literally, there we go.
Love the pass to Sexton.
I couldn't move because Ben Simmons
6
was
on
like
the shot
standing
clock.
on my head.
And Thompson kicks to Osman. Over Harris. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And now the 76ers on the break. It's Richardson on the wing. Defended by Sexton.
Like, I'm all squirrely. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Simmons,
like,
on a lot of room.
Like, stay in front of me.
And stolen by Sexton. Passes it to the Beast.
Oh, why?
The basket good off the assist
Thank
from
God
Sexton.
Made it. That's another one of those.
That's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Why am I covering that?
Simmons looking it over. Here's Harris. Horford trying to free himself up. Harris misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Right on top.
Here's the Beast. Takes it off the glass. The Beast's got 5 now.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share
I know that
the wealth, and he does there.
Now here's Simmons. D right on him. Pass to Horford. Harris, right side.
He's so
Lays it
squirrely.
up and banks it in. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Thompson, left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I set a pick, and like they just kind of look at me and walk around.
Guys, what you love about Tristan Thompson, he never lets up off the offensive glass. He is thirsty for offensive boards.
And the rebound rate steadily climbing for Tristan Thompson Doris in recent seasons.
Yeah, so much so, Kevin, that he set a career high back in 2018-19. You think about over the last 4 years, he has averaged more rebounds than points.
Catching up on the changes.
At least so far they're not spamming. I thought they were going to spam Simmons.
And it's Ennis in for Al Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting.
But they haven't been doing that
way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
They definitely would be if I was like a 6'1" point guard. If you're a 6'1" point guard, like the little speed boost and sharpshooters and stuff, like the NPCs will literally just put like a small forward on you and go to the rim every single time. And there's 0.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
You want to see really bad, I'll pull out my sharp. I have a 6'1" sharp.
You've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business.
I can't even
like
use
to be coached when you were a player
score all
at the
day.
very
I can
top of
shoot
your
threes
game?
all day.
Yeah, I think one of my
range
favorite
for
things were coaches who challenged
But
me.
I can't
Those
stop
who would not allow
anybody
me
from
to accept
scoring
the level I was currently at. Those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight.
And a 90-something speed with ball, and why does he feel just as
shot
slow
clock at 5.
and like crap
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Near the 3-point line, it's Porter. And another miss by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Not today, Simmons.
Pass to Quinn.
I know what you're doing. Trying to post up.
Here's Simmons. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Nance. The 7-footer falls.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
And Simmons kicks to Harris.
Dude, what are you doing?
They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
First one falls for him. The 76ers leading by 9. On the court for Cleveland.
You'll notice, like I
the
said,
duo
no blowout
inside, Love and Thompson.
It's ridiculous.
Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. And it's the Beast in at the 1.
And it's not just my team. I mean, we're in the second, and I've only got 5 points.
Horford, no luck.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's the Beast. Here's Love. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he makes that one. Osman's got his first points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Simmons passes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia. Here's the Beast. He feeds it to Love.
Oh, my God.
Good work defensively by Horford. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one.
Oh,
some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
You cannot stop them. To a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Embiid against Thompson.
Don't come out and get in my fucking lane.
Here's Osman.
Hello?
To the middle.
Dude,
and stolen by Simmons.
Call for it.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Knocks it loose. Kicks it out to Richardson. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's the Beast, guarded by Simmons.
Shoot it!
Passes to the Beast.
Dude, I got a 60 fucking shot. I'll take that shot.
Goes up the baseline. Here's Thompson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, that's what we call an example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
That's not who.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
Here's Osman. Misses off the right iron.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Unfucking stoppable. Any NPC that has at least like an 85 interior, you cannot stop.
Finishes with muscle through contact.
Even the NPCs can't stop them. Like, they just do whatever the hell they want.
That's good from Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Love against Horford.
Oh, people passing screen. Like, nobody's setting a screen for me to run.
And here's Sexton. He's still scoreless so far.
I don't think a lot of these
and it's
plays
Kevin Love with the foul.
I think they just
That's his
reassemble
third
where
foul
guys
of the game.
stay. Like, they don't actually run the play.
The 76ers leading by 13.
Like a passing screen, if you're the ball carrier and you call that, they should set a screen, pass off,
power
hit the
running
screen.
back in football.
And if you don't get open, then you set a screen. It's rotation.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate.
Like anybody played junior high basketball
Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Like,
so it's Philadelphia.
I'm aggravated.
Embiid finds Simmons. Back to Embiid. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
Really?
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Richardson. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
As y'all can see, it's a completely different game. Exact same build, pretty much exact same badges and everything, stats and all that. He's just not as strong.
This is the most they've led by 13 points.
And it's a completely different game.
Pass to Richardson.
And it's just bad after bad after bad. NPC just tearing me up after NPC tearing me up.
Simmons inside. 14 points for him. And the shot goes down.
I am simply blown away
by because of your shot contest. Like I said, you can make a pure lockdown. You only get a 65 shot contest. So if you don't actually jump and get a perfect
the base passes to Love.
Block timing, they can just shoot it right through. Why is everybody just standing around? Fucking move around. God damn.
And the pass to Thompson. Here's the beast. 18 feet out. And that's off the glass and in. Love's got 5 points so far.
Boy, great awareness from Kevin. Knows the shot clock is dwindling. Bails out his team with a score.
Richardson the pass to Simmons.
Do it again. Look, see, they're just fully ball.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific
that should
job.
Never be a problem. I understand on a pure sharp or something like that, but a defensive
Thompson against Embiid. Thompson passes to the beast. Pulls it up.
And of course,
with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such.
Is he really faster than me? Is Ben Simmons really faster than this guy? Because if he is, I'm fucking done. The dude is 6'10". He's 6'10". What the fuck? He's 6 goddamn 10. I bet he has like 90 ball control too, right? What's his block? He only gets a 57 block. How the fuck does that make sense on a 6'10 player? Yeah, okay. But he has 99 perimeter and 86 interior defense. These numbers don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Yeah, look at that shit. 92 ball handling. He has better ball handling than I do. What the fuck, man? Like, it's not even like, oh, his stats are a little bit higher. He's 6'10", and I get it. Like, Ben Simmons is a extraordinary player in real life, but video games don't take into account your heart or your intelligence or any of that shit. They're just going strictly off the numbers. And so when he goes inside, playing at point guard, there's nothing I can do, and my team doesn't play any help defense like they would in the real NBA. It's ridiculous, man, and it's actually like, I'm sure you guys can tell my mood.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without foul.
I don't give a fuck how realistic it is. This is not fun.
Simmons able to send that one packing.
Harris, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 15.
No matter how hard you play, it doesn't fucking matter because you don't have the numbers and you can't have the numbers. Well, then why the fuck am I playing the goddamn game?
And another miss by Cleveland.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
There's nothing I can fucking do, and now they're spamming it. Remember earlier I said they would spam Simmons? That's exactly what
the Cavaliers. They are coming into this having to win against the Knicks in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Scotty's checked in for Al Horford. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Caspi comes in for Kevin Love. Murray's checked in for Jerry Austin. And Porter subbed in for Sexton.
All right? You guys can just stand around, too, because y'all won't move, and it's not telling me to go stand anywhere to start a play. This is literally 2K. This is 2K.
Murray outside. From deep.
Fucking awesome, man. You guys did
He's
great.
off on that one.
You guys did
Simmons
great.
with the defensive effort. The open shot, Harris. But they'll get another chance. Embiid, the pass to Simmons.
Yeah, told you.
Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
They're just fucking standing there. They don't do anything.
Harris against Murray.
It's just me running around in big circles.
They could use a bucket. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harris kicks to Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is
now.
never
Like,
over.
Honestly,
so you've got to continue to score, continue
this
to
was
build
why
your
I made
lead.
The streak, because of games like this. Where it's just like everything you fucking do is wrong. They put somebody on you that there's no way you can guard them. Even with
and they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the
game just tears into you, and it's like,
well.
Harris
thanks for your $50, dumbass.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half.
Whatsoever. I really can't stay with him. I can't stay in front of him. And I have clamps, too. I just can't.
From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And that one is good. Nance has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Like, honestly, when I started this game, I felt like after those last two games, hey, maybe it was just me and I hadn't been concentrating, or maybe I've been concentrating too much. Because those last two games went just fine. As happy as I am that this is happening, so you guys can see it wasn't just me. Like I said, exact same build and everything, and I'm just getting torn apart.
Over Caspi. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Like, why?
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Something as small as choosing a different position and losing like 5 badges. Like this guy or the other guy gets like 5 or 6 less badges. Lower stats, but I put him at shooting guard, and it's on the Lakers, and it's a completely different game.
Coach, what
it shouldn't be that drastic. I get it if you put yourself on a really good team, you're going to do that.
Really good balance of
but being on a bad team shouldn't just make your player total trash. It's the exact same fucking build.
Good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks.
The whole point of putting a good build on a shitty team
for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's just like, I don't know. God, it's so goddamn mad. Because it's literally like there's 2 builds in the entire game that you can make that actually work. And then there's like 2 teams that you can play through. And not just get annihilated like this. It's the scaling in this game. God damn, I'm fucking angry now. Like, I'm actually mad.
We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
If I wasn't streaming, guys, I'd already
game we're seeing from Simmons.
This is fucking ridiculous.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
I can almost understand even if I was like a 60 overall and I didn't pay them the extra $50. But I gave you your extra $50. Stop whooping my fucking ass on the easiest setting in the goddamn game.
For Sexton. Kyle Quinn out there with Scott.
No fucking
then
sense.
There's Trey Burke.
And it's not a skill thing. We all saw what I did in the first 2 games.
That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
With this player in the last
game. They work the ball into ideal
just that some of the
position there to get the high-quality look.
So goddamn
ridiculous. 76ers leading by 14. Pass to Scott.
I mean, isn't this game for like 5 and up or something like that? Like, are you telling me a 5-year-old's going to come in here and play on this difficulty and actually have a good time?
Dishes it to Quinn.
I don't see it happen. I really don't. I don't see how any little kid
Here's
who's not just like some kind of special little kid, you know, that just I don't see how they're even going to have any fun. This is why, like, I do not play park whatsoever, but I'm undefeated in the fucking park.
Rebounding the basketball.
And I did that stream where I went and played a couple games in the park, and I destroyed them. Because there's little kids who have no idea how to play the game, and they cannot play my career because of how ridiculously overscaled it is, so they go play park. Because at least then they're playing other people who don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. And I don't even blame those people, because if they did play my career, they'd be stuck in the same boat as me, where it's like, even if you do know what you're doing, you know how to make the right builds and all that, it doesn't matter. Because one game you blow them out, and the next game you go up against them.
All the time.
You know? We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter.
And now I'm actually
ranting. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right. Puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. They get the rebound.
Really?
Burke looking over the floor.
FYI, guys, and I just want to add this in. I'm not trying to boast somebody else's YouTube channel, but if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, this actually happens in Pro-Am also. Agent Zero just launched a video the other day. I don't remember the title for it. I'm not trying to advertise for the guy or anything. But in his video, he's playing Pro-Am, and he's using a 3-level score. That's a non-defensive archetype. And you can tell, like, he's blocking shots at the right time. He's playing defense on his guy most of the time. And it just doesn't work. And his guys are all yelling at him and stuff. And he's like, there's nothing I can do. And he actually said at the end of the stream he was going to kill the build. That he was just going to trash it. And it's a pure 3-level score. Like, it's a build everybody has. But it's worthless because of the way the game's scaled. So it's not just me, guys. There's major YouTubers who are like, "This, what the fuck is going on?" And I don't think Agent really plays my career, so he probably wouldn't know, yeah, that's the build, dude. If you don't make a two-way, no matter what you mix it with, you have to make a two-way. Otherwise, you cannot play defense at all in this game. And if you don't make a pure lockdown, then you're just 50-50. That's really where it stands.
Tries again.
So it's not just me, guys.
Agent
having the same exact problem.
Ennis has got his first 2 points.
The game is just way overscaled. It really is. Like, they're so afraid of us going in and having 150-point games and having fun with it that they've ruined. What the fuck, dude? That was the behind-the-back momentum. That was the new behind-the-back momentum right there. Watch, I'll do it again. What the fuck, man? That's the behind-the-back momentum now. What? You know what I think of that? That's what I think of that.
Scott pulls it in.
It's worthless now. Like, it's worthless.
Fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia moving the ball around.
I don't understand that either. They killed the one dribble move that actually worked.
Knocked away. A solo fast break. Here's the beast. Scores! What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Thibault. 9 points in the game so far. Back to O'Quinn. No good on the shot. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 15 inside.
Oh, beautiful pass, dumbass. No.
Out, and it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 1:51 left in the third. Back to Burke. From about 19 feet, it's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Thibault. Here's Scott. The rebound by Nance.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. The lead now cut to single digits. Caspi's got 6.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And it's Burke with the ball for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Trying to end the drought. A shot's good from O'Quinn. He's got 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, as usual,
the problem is
this
I
guy
can't
cooking
really
on the offensive end, but
it's
right
like
now
the
the
only way
other
you can
guys on
really
his
make a
team
comeback
have got
in
to
this
step
game.
forward.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
I mean, I can hit threes. It's just rare. Like, it's not.
Here's Thibault.
You know, he's only got
It's
like
rebounded by Cleveland. Caspi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter.
You better get that.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Man, why would you
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult.
What do you want me to say,
overcome.
man? I don't know what the fuck.
76ers lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back.
I just hope anybody that watches this stream and they watch the first game or two and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You're blowing them out. I hope they watch the last fucking game. Because goddamn, it's exact same fucking player. Completely different game. And as you can tell, I'm not as happy anymore. Like, I'm really depressed now. Like, it's depressing to play this.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
It's not even about the grind. Like if you're thinking, 12, oh, well, yeah, you got to grind it out. You got to get all your badges to the Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff. That is my career. Like, the grind is my career.
So in the game for the Cavaliers,
so
Ashman and Love are the 4.
For your first 50, 100
He's
games
out there with Garland. And it's Nance in at the 5 spot.
Oh, you idiot.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes
idiot.
possession.
I knew he was going to do that.
You have to take care of the basketball, and they
started
don't on
stutter
that
stepping right when he got to the rim. And instead
he's
of taking it
checked in
straight
for
to
the
or passing it off the drive, he waited until the coverage got there, then tried to pass it off into me, leaving me awkward headed towards the baseline.
The 76ers.
I know that sounds really stupid and complicated, but it's messed up. It's messed up. The MPC, like, legitimately
outside
put me in a bad position on purpose. What, dude?
Kicks
Where's
it
the
to
switch?
Embiid.
Where the fuck was
on
the
the clock.
switch, man?
Nance with some nice D.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Passes to Osman.
Wrong way. What are you doing, dude? Who?
A bit of a battle here for the ball.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is number 16? I don't even know who that is. Wait a minute. Okay, that's 18. Was he 18 or 16? I think it was 16. And he's a white dude. It's gotta be this guy. Yeah, there he is. Okay, well that's why. Like, what the fuck, man? He's just doing the dumbest shit possible.
The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the 76ers now. The 76ers leading by 12. Outside, Simmons.
Come on, go baseline. I know you want to.
Pass to Horford. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Nance with some nice D.
Oh, I got a rebound.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. And here's Love.
What are you?
The arc.
Oh, it was Love. Okay, I thought it was that dude again. I thought it was 16 again. I was like, you dumbass.
For the can.
Nah, Kevin Love can have that. He can take advantage of those.
And there's the pass to Richardson.
God, that stealing makes me so late. Like, it's lagged out. I mean, I understand you're not going to get the ball every time, but if he goes for a pass and I can steal at the exact same time, like,
the stupendous finish in traffic. And the 76ers lead by 11.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Once again.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game. Thompson,
it's like not only have they taken away like our dribble moves that really let us speed boost and actually get around their guy, but now when you do it and you're actually on the move, it'll bring NPCs right in your way to try and force you into a turnover every time.
Sexton the pass to the Beast. That shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pass to Harris. Down low. Here's Richardson. Here's Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly.
I mean, I understand not every game.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
I'm literally, with as many hours as I have in the game, saw me blow out the last
kicks to Osman.
To come into a game like this and just get trounced. It's fucking horrible, man. Especially on the easiest setting in the game.
That one misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugger.
The rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
It's literally to the point in this game where the only build that makes any sense
the
to
first
actually be able
2
to do
seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot. Would injuries be the main concern for Joel Embiid?
I can put up easy 60 points a game with him because he can finish at the rim almost every single time.
He's an all-league performer. Still,
and it's one of the most boring things to do. He made about 5 or 6 really crazy dunks in a game.
He can play big minutes.
You don't want to keep doing that. You want to
got to make sure
get a block,
they protect him.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
I don't know. I'm bitching to bitch now. I'm just ranting.
Harris outside.
I'm actually really I feel right now.
Thompson with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make
Which
that
is funny
shot
because that's why I made the straight. I knew that was going to happen.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And that's a foul called on the Beast.
I hit that steal when he was moving to the right. Because I was coming back to the left to get the steal, and then the minute I hit the steal, he goes into an animation going back to the left, and then it does the foul. Makes no sense, 2K. I shouldn't get penalized for a button I hit 10 minutes ago.
Embiid against Thompson. Fades and shoots, and too long on the shot. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Sexton. They get it back. Now the pass to the Beast. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, if you're not a shooting archetype, he won't stop at the 3. So you actually have to back him up.
Richardson kicks to Simmons.
Something I've noticed. It's if you're trying to get it quick. Yeah, thanks for the help defense, guys.
The 76ers with another miss.
Was that number 16?
Cavaliers and offense.
It was. He got over there and actually.
They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Osman, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, hit a man.
Little 70 overall
that is a textbook delivery.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. 9-point game. Count it. Good. Simmons got 28.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This
guy
is
it does kind of
hot.
seem that way. Every shot he puts up just goes in.
Here's Osman. Love outside. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. And Embiid with the block.
Whoa, what are you doing, dude?
Here's the Beast. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
God damn it. I'm serious. God damn it. It's every 5 seconds, it's something else. Every 5 seconds, something is going wrong.
Philadelphia leading by 11.
They're driving right through you. They're shooting right through your hands. Or they're fucking making your animations do crazy shit so they can drive right past you. Or fucking setting triple picks. Tell me how to run that fucking play. How many times have you been playing this game and suddenly every NPC on the other team will set a pick against you all at the same time? How the fuck do I run that play for myself?
He simply can will his way.
It's not in the playbook. It's just something that they do. Something the NPCs do.
And it's blocked by Simmons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Garland, he's checked in for the Beast.
And here's the thing, like, I had those first two really good games, okay, but the truth is, every game is like this. Every game is like this. Even if you blow out the other team, every game is like this, where it's just like, your team doesn't blow out the other team. Even if you put up 50 points, it doesn't matter. It's like every other play is just ridiculous bullshit.
Outside Simmons.
It's constant negatives. There's way too many negatives in this team without enough positives. So, like, you make a shot every now and then, but for the next 4 or 5 plays, the NPCs are doing what the fuck they want to. They're stealing the ball from you, or your teammates are doing dumb shit or whatever.
Turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent.
It's not about winning or losing even. It's about, is the game fun to play? It's just not fun to play, especially when it gets like this. When it's like this and you're losing, it's intolerable. Like I said, I didn't pay you $50 to be a fucking bench warmer.
So it's the 76ers winning this
one. Get my ass handed to me by some
early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference.
Once in a game that
really
stats are the only thing that matters. Like, you can be 5'10" if you've got a 90-something driving dunk.
As to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
The fact that you say 6'10" just makes it ridiculous.
Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And I understand Ben Simmons is like that or whatever, but NBA teams make game plans to counter that shit. That's why Ben Simmons doesn't put up 50 points a game. Because all they got to do is rotate somebody over. That's it. And you shut down that size advantage. But the NPCs in this game, they just won't do that, so you're stuck dealing with it. I don't know, I'm ranting now, I'm pissed, I'm angry. I hate this fucking game. I really do. And I love basketball, and I want a basketball video game, and this is just, what the hell? It wasn't good at release, and it's literally gotten worse and worse and worse with every patch. And at this point, I mean, it's damn near fucking unplayable, man. I truly believe that it is, like, pretty much unplayable at this point. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to wrap this up with one more game. I'll play one more. Get ready. If you don't like bitching, here's the time to tune out, because I'm gonna really show, like, just how bad this game is. I'm going to pull out my pure sharp. And you'll see, like, this is going to be horrible. Yeah, I probably won't even be able to finish the game. It's going to be so bad, but that, I think I've proven the point, because, like, the first games were really good, and then I used the exact same build in a different setup, and it was horrible. A horrible, horrible experience. And now I'll show you how it can even get worse. So, I gotta find him. I believe that's him. Yeah, 6'1", 172 pounds, little bitty sharpshooter, right? He's got 40 interior defense and 46 block. Looks like every park player out there. And you're going to see what happens. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I guess I got to level up here. There we go. And this is pretty much the only way to make a pure sharp in this game. Like there's if you make them 6'5", you'll get the ball stolen from you just constantly. I had a 6'5" sharp. It was horrible. Not to mention you're so slow at 6'5" that you can't get open. You're not fast enough to get open. And so, like, it just ruins the build. And so you have to go short, but then, yeah, well, anyways, you guys will see what happens. And he does have skill boost, so okay, we're good with this. 12 minutes on pro. All right. And like I said, this will be my last game. I'm literally getting angry at this point. I think I've made my point, so
You have a bunch of
this
players
one's
that
just
have
going to
made
be
the
like
draft
to
pool
take it
for
to the
season
extreme.
3.
What happens if
What
you
advice
have
would you
pure
give
sharp?
upcoming players that are looking to get into the league right now and that are waiting for this big day approaching?
The other thing you'll notice is my pure sharp shoots threes just about as well as my playmaking slasher.
You're going to have to sacrifice. So whatever
Like,
it
there's
is,
really not that
whatever
much difference
job
between a
is,
95 3 and a
pursue,
65
you're gonna have to
because
make
the game is
sacrifices.
so strict
And just
about
grind.
when you're allowed to
The word
shoot
grind is like you can just
that
look
even
past
if you have the 95 3-pointer, if there's any coverage on you, you're missing.
You know, hopefully it
Like
comes.
99%
For those
of the
that don't
time.
know, you slipped in the draft.
So
and you
that's
kept
why
all that in the
everybody's
back of your
making these
mind. What
two-way
was that
slashing builds
motivation
is
like
because
for you
shooting
as you
is
went
just
through
completely
season 2
broke
and
this year.
ultimately
It's so
overcame every
I don't know.
opposition to become the champion?
So I try to relate everything in life.
I don't know who you are, dude, but you have shit rocks. He did. He had shit rocks. Shit locks or whatever. Remember that from like the Wayans brothers? They had shit locks. That's what they used to call them. With like little surgery from
And those are
Oh,
the
this is
starting
gonna be
lineups.
bad, guys.
Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
I guarantee you I will be cursing God by the end of this game. I haven't used this sharp. I made him and I played like
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for
And I'm
tuning
like,
in
no.
to 2K Sports for this NBA
I guess
presentation.
I played 6 games.
Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Philadelphia
When you spend $50 on a player and you play 6 games and you're done, you just don't even want to use them anymore.
Is David Aldridge.
That's a
And a
problem.
chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of
Because that's the thing. Like, here's the
Take a
thing.
look at
If
the
the builds were free,
They ascend
you could just make as many as you want for free and put them all at 85. I'd understand having builds in the game that don't make sense or don't work or whatever, but the fact that you charge us to make these builds, every build in the game should be
reasons for optimism.
and that way nobody wastes their money.
With this team.
You shouldn't be able to make a build that just doesn't work. in the game. That's exactly what a pure sharp is.
Well, the
It's
Utah
a build
Jazz
that just
tries to
does
keep
not
their
function.
players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract.
Thanks, DA. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA.
It's the same thing with like a pure lockdown. Like a pure lockdown's great on defense, but as soon as you go into offense, you're going to realize what the NPCs are going to do is they know you can't shoot. And so they're going to sit in the paint. They don't even guard you at the three. And they sit in the paint and then push out on all the other NPCs.
Look at the
and it literally
76ers
locks
starting
you down.
In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson.
And there's nothing
The
you can do
talented
about it.
combo up front. Horford.
With a pure sharp, you'll see they'll guard me at half court. And they will stick to me like fucking. Because you're sharp, you're too slow to get away, and you're too weak to push off. So, yeah. I'll shut my mouth now and y'all will see. It's going to be bad.
Matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the two critical positions, a 6'10 point guard and a 7'2 center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia. Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Boudier finds Bradley. That's to Clarkson. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jonah Bolden comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Ennis in for Ben Simmons. 5 on the clock. Here's
I gotta remember
Niang.
how to play defense with this guy.
It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Oh,
Clark
dumbasses.
standing 6 foot
They're
10.
so worried about
Has
me
there
hitting the
ever
three.
been a
I'm
player
telling you, the
that
game is like
Simmons' size or
scripted
bigger who
to
could
like,
handle
if you're a
and
three-point
pass like
shooter,
this?
they don't give a
think
shit
so,
about
Kevin.
you
Obviously,
driving
LeBron
or
is
blowing
2
past
inches
or any of that
shorter
stuff.
and
All they're worried about is
15
stop
pounds
the three.
heavier. Giannis is more of a
And I get it,
scorer
maybe
than a
that's
passer and
realistic,
facilitator.
but
Magic
it ruins the
Johnson was the
gameplay.
first of the
I made a
true
sharpshooter because I wanted to
6'8"
three.
point
Like,
guards.
why
He
is the
might
NPC
be
set up
the
specifically to
closest
shut down my
Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Burke looking over the floor. Here's the beast. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
By the way, the jump shot is jump shot 85. I know people are going to ask when they realize how easy it is to make shots, even though I don't create anything.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's the beast. drains the three-pointer. The Beasts got 7 points.
Savvy.
Like I said, you can rain
range on the break there.
But
you can shoot it like he can if you've got it.
Like, I can't believe I've gotten 2 steals already. That's a major rarity.
And here's
that's the only thing he can do. He only gets
no
a 40
points in the game
block,
yet for
so, like,
him.
you have
And
to
O'Quinn sends it back. Here's Burke, and the layup is good. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
What is that? Like, that's ridiculous. That's a fucking
The Beast passes to O'Quinn. Now Burke. Here's the Beast. Again, Philadelphia.
I felt that one all the way through.
Yet to miss 4-4.
See, this would be fun if I didn't know what's about to happen.
Their go-to guy.
I know what's going to happen. As soon as they realize
Moutier
they
dishes
go
to
right to
Brandon.
the paint on me, it's going to be over and over and over.
He kicks it to Clarkson.
Yeah, here we go. He's already started. I'll bet that he's not a slasher, though. I think that's what the problem is. He's not a slasher. If it was like DeRozan or one of those guys, they'd be doing it every
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now here's Burke. Shoots. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 11 points for the Beast.
Well, you got to be.
By the way, guys, this
what
is
he's doing
not
this
me.
quarter.
I'm not that good of a shooter. As you can see, I don't hardly green anything. Jump shot 85 is
with the basket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting
the only reason I'm getting
that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
To the inside, the Beast passes to Bolden. Now here's Ennis. Tight defense on him. Here's O'Quinn. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. And the 76ers lead by 10. Moutier with the ball. There's the pass to Clarkson. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia leading by 10. Ennis passes to the Beast. Here's O'Quinn, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. O'Quinn's got his second basket of the game. Jazz shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Clarkson finds Moutier. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see.
I forgot it was on my
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are two
jump
teams
shot.
at the top of the
I like jump shot 85 for my regular jump shot.
Because of that, I
but
expect it to be competitive.
Yeah, how about
shoot
the
off the
body
dribble or
control
whatever
on that one? Narrowly
I gotta
misses.
find a new one because that one I don't know why my timing on it.
Nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Jazz shooting their
second. I'm watching for. I'm not watching the meter. I'm watching his wrist.
Yeah, last year,
and I'm waiting for him to flick
only
because when they flick, that's when he releases
from the line.
He's off on the first. Some changes for Philadelphia.
Something about the
Murray's
jump shot
checked in for James Ennis, and it's Korkmaz in for Trey Burke.
It's like the timing's off.
Good on the second free throw. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively.
Yeah, you got right in there
on the defensive side as well.
And that's how they're going to trim this league. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
See, they're on me like
Murray, no good.
And the activity he shows around
going all the way in, nobody's
is
playing.
why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing up. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the end.
The ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and stayed positive.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got the Beast. Korkmaz is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Murray. And it's Bolden in at the 4 spot.
Like, you a ball hog, bro. Pass the damn bro.
Kicks it to Clarkson.
Stop trying to, like, figure out how to get past me every goddamn time.
Teardrop shot. Yes, that goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The 76ers leading by 7. Here's the Beast. A three-pointer is right on target. The Beast's got 5 points now this quarter.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Moutier passed to Brandt.
Could have sworn I hit left stick left, like, or right stick left. I don't know what that was.
Passes it to Clarkson. Front pass the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around.
And here's the other problem, too. Like,
team effort.
If you notice,
trusting in their system,
even when my stamina's gone, people just stand on top of me and continue draining my stamina. Because for some reason, every NPC in the game gets brick wall.
He's covered by Murray.
Even if they don't have the badge, they still drain your energy if they're near you.
And you know what? He's just not on his game.
Which I don't understand
Their
at all.
deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now watch, I have no energy, right? He'll come stand on me. Now look at my energy. He's draining.
6 to shoot.
Just by standing on me, and they just sit there and do that. You can't get your energy back. You literally have to go stand out of bounds for them to leave you alone so you'll get your energy back. Like, it's ridiculous. How's he doing that? He does not. I guarantee you, number 15 does not have fucking brick wall, which is what you need to drain your the other guy's stamina or whatever. I guarantee. Yeah, I guarantee he does not have brick wall. Why the fuck is this 6'3" little 200-pound nothing draining the fuck out of my energy just by touching me?
Way here
like, it doesn't make sense. It makes no freaking sense.
Niang passes to Moutier.
No, here's the interior defense.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more.
It doesn't matter what I do in there. He's just going to
you
shoot.
Certainly can't.
Now, here's Burke, defended by Moutier. And Embiid gets it to go.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of
Here's another thing, too. I mentioned earlier that if you have double Gatorade, you lose all your stamina, like, right away. It just drains it. As you can see, we're at the end of the second, and I still have almost a full
looking
bar.
around.
And this is on a shark who doesn't have that good of statistics. And it's literally, the game's so broke that if you have double Gatorade, it takes away twice as much.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue.
It's little things like that. It's just
way
all
ahead
through
in
the
that
game.
category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And they're just not cleaning it up. They're more worried about, like,
between these teams.
banning people and shit like that.
Poke loose. Now, here's Moutier.
And it's little
He's
things,
close.
like all over the game. Like what I was just saying, there's also like, here's another little one.
Quinn's
the
got
barrels.
6 rebounds here tonight.
The barrels.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Thibault,
you can only get 13. It's only possible to get 13. It's broke.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter.
Oh, my God.
Elevating like a rocket booster. Clarkson likes to get into the paint. and finish at the rim.
This is why I quit using this build.
They've
It's fun as
shared
hell
the
to hit
load
threes,
offensively.
but defensively,
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see
And then
right
once they start
now,
guarding
they're
you like
trying
this,
to
you can't even get
react,
away from them.
and that's what you want when
just
you're
gonna
in a
stay right on top of you the
offensive.
entire time.
Utah shooting about 33%.
And I'm not
happy
big
with the
enough to
play on
set
that end.
picks and try to do the pick and roll or any of that
Over
stuff
to the
get
wing.
open. He stays on top of me and drains my stamina, so I can't run around in circles trying to get away from him. It really, like, you're screwed. Like, a pure sharp's
On the
probably
high
the worst
post.
build in the game.
That one's
Even
rebounded
though
by Embiid.
it's so much fun to hit
Embiid's
threes.
got
but
6
it's just
rebounds
like,
in the game.
The game just,
The shot's good
everything
from
else
the
is so
beast.
bad.
Lovely dish by
They
Columbus's own Trey Burke.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Last game matched up
What am I? I'm 3 for 4.
with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
This is a good game. A lot of times you're
just
sharps,
can't
like you'll have a
afford to
game where you
give
just
away
can't make
points
anything.
from the foul line. Not
And
in
you'll
the
go,
NBA.
like, literally,
Teams
like,
are
5
just
for
too
13.
talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
And so it's Philadelphia having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a... Thank you,
And I
David.
guarantee
We'll be
you
back
99%
after
of
halftime
their points
as the
were
third
scored
quarter gets
directly against
underway.
Here we go now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect the... He's been... Patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Donovan Mitchell. Emmanuel Moutier out there with Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Bradley. And it's Niang in at the four-man position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Like, I'm
And
so
they double
slow.
up Simmons.
I can't get away from him, and I can't
Pass
get
to
my
Bolden.
energy back.
Just 5 on the clock.
Like, I gotta come
Here's the
stand way
beast.
out here to get...
Outside, Simmons.
No,
Lets it go from
Simmons!
deep. Here's O'Quinn. And finally they hit one. O'Quinn's got his third basket of the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I don't know how he
Nothing
missed
seems
that.
to be
There was
going his
literally
way
nobody playing.
this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as
in the
instant
third,
offense
usually they
coming
make
off
their
the
comeback.
bench.
in
A
the
perfect
second or
fit
third.
for a scoring-minded
Probably the comeback.
combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Bradley can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were
God
all
damn, Mike.
over.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley's running. The pass to Clarkson. Ball's knocked loose. Inside. Oh, and here we go with Simmons.
I swear that happens way too often. Like, they'll steal it, and then one of your guys steals it right back. And I think there's something wrong with the game mechanics. What's happening is, like, the steal percentage is being shot up through the roof for just, like, a few seconds.
Like that.
But it's staying on. And so, like, that's why, like, so often when one team gets a steal, the other team gets a steal right away. Is because there's something wrong with the game mechanics, and it just turns the steal percentage, like, way up through the roof for way too long.
From deep three-point range, and it's O'Quinn
So
with
if
the
you get the ball
rebound.
stolen from you,
It's just
like
been a brutal
automatically
outing
like
for him.
go to steal the
He
ball
still
back.
hasn't managed to make a shot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's not going to let me make anything
How
right now.
frustrating for the defense.
The game's gone into that, like, negative
to
scenario.
block out.
Well,
where
that's
it's
what
trying
it's
to
going
let
to be for
Utah
them
make
today,
a comeback.
fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
I know that sounds crazy, but when you've played as many games as I have, and I'll show you after the game, I have probably 600 plus
Contested
games,
shots
12-minute
and
quarters
block
played.
shots. They're bread and butter defensively.
It does it
They're
every
giving
game.
up no
There's
easy
always
looks.
this little
Yeah,
like
but
forced
also,
comeback.
they haven't missed a beat in terms of their
It's
fast break
like it
game.
completely
That's
stops you in
been
the track. I don't
equally
care
as
if you're a
effective
pure
all
finisher.
night
You
long.
won't be able to
Royce
finish at the
O'Neal's
rim.
checked
You
in
won't be
for
able to
Utah.
play defense. You won't be able
Mark,
to
I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your
And
mind?
the better the team you're
over
playing,
your
the
first
worse it
two
is.
NBA games.
Well,
I've had the Lakers
first of
down
all,
by
I was really
30
excited and
and had
thankful
to
to have a
make a
chance
comeback.
to
I did a
realize
YouTube
dream,
video
but
about
I was
it because
also
I was so mad.
a
I
little
was
bit
like, what the
nervous
hell?
going up against some of the
And
guys
it literally, like, I had them down by 30,
idolized from afar.
and I
Once you're
could tell
between
that
those
it had
lines,
gone negative. I
it's
couldn't
not
make anything.
about
I couldn't do
idolizing
anything.
guys. It's about trying to
And started making
posterize.
a little bit of a comeback.
Any
subbed
player
me
in
out. We were
particular,
down by
one
10.
player that you looked out on the
Lost
floor,
the game, too.
you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
It's good.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
What the fuck was that?
In the corner,
Oh
Simmons
my
with
God. Bradley, what the fuck, dude? You just stood there?
Shoots from 12. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Passes it to the Beast. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Bradley. Clarkson against Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Jazz have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
2 shots.
The free throw good from Mudiay.
And still trying.
Actually, since I still have some viewers, I might play one more game after this.
Show improvement.
And we'll actually have some real fun, and I'll bring out the pure
76ers making
lockdown.
a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in.
And we'll see how bad the game really is when guys are scoring directly through my pure lockdown. Because it still happens. Like, it's the same thing.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Shoots the 3. They get it again. Bolden.
Bolden, pass it.
Second chance shot.
Don't do that. What are you doing?
Can't hit that one.
Fucking idiot.
Bradley with some nice D.
Oh, my God, man.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Like, the game is so strict to us about don't force things. If you try and force shit, it doesn't matter what your stats are, you're going to miss.
Another one
We've learned
to
that,
the list.
but then you see the NPCs doing shit like that. Like, what?
We've got 22
That has to be
seconds
programmed
left here in
into the
third
game.
quarter.
So they literally programmed the game to do the shit they told us not to
Right
do.
wing. Here's the Beast. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
That they penalized
got
the
his
hell out
7th
of us
assist in the game.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
I can't stick to him at all. Like,
And here's Clarkson.
what? Oh my God! See, it shot me off. Just like it did earlier, it like shot me off. And because I'm still holding left trigger, it keeps me in that like locked position. And that's why I went sideways and off to the side because it's shooting my player off. That's not
And
me
as we
moving.
conclude the third quarter,
It's literally
pretty much a
forcing
blowout.
that
It's been a
animation on.
one-sided affair. Philadelphia ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Vivint Smart Home.
See, I haven't even played the
Watching
mobile
2K
port. I didn't know
Sports.
it was that bad too. I mean, it figures. Like the honestly, I should probably retitle this video because the more I'm playing it here and the more I'm looking at it from this type of
Time
point of
is
view,
running out for this game
I'm
to
realizing
become
it's not
competitive.
really the difficulty that's the problem. It's
And
the
the
numbers
76ers
themselves,
with
the
possession
scaling, and
on
like
the court for
how
Philadelphia to start the
NPCs are
fourth.
just so
They've got
overscaled.
Korkmaz, also the Beast
in
out
all
there.
the ways you
Kyle
can't.
O'Quinn out there with Murray. And it's
And that's
Bolden
really what's
at the power
ruining the
forward.
game. Like, There's plenty of NPCs in this game who have 90 freaking defense with a 93 point. You cannot have that in this game.
They get a hand on it.
Whatsoever. I don't care what build you make. Even with Takeover.
Here's Korkmaz.
You cannot have that build.
Great tee that time from Davis.
It doesn't exist.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Niang. And the 3-ball is good. Niang's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Dude, what are you doing, man? Run to the fucking rim, 9. You had it wide open.
Here's Bolden.
Hello? Hello?
The pass to the Beast.
Great job. Great job passing it to me right when
Pocket 6. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. The Beast's got 30 points. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see
I think I'm right. I don't think it's so much the difficulty that's the problem in the game. I think it's just the way that the NPCs are scaled, the way they play. Compared to the builds that they let
2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's the Beast. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
I regretted that shot the minute I went into it.
Making a change here. Neto's checked in.
That's another thing, forced badges.
A half now, into the fourth.
Like you think you're gonna make a build and choose your badges. It's gonna be awesome, and then as you play the game, you realize there's literally certain badges you have to have. If you don't have them, it's gonna be horrible every time. And by the time you get all those badges, you usually are out of badges.
Halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically
you don't even really get to make the build
individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coach.
I don't know, I'm just ranting.
So both teams making some changes here.
I'm not a computer nerd. I don't really know what's wrong with the game exactly. I just know something is wrong with the game. It's not fun to play.
Well, you might.
I think a lot of it has to do with the reward system. And what I mean is, no matter what size I am, if I'm in front of my guy and I'm playing lockdown defense and I'm putting in the effort, I should at least be able to manipulate a shot. I understand a 6'1" point guard is probably not going to stuff it down Ben Simmons' face. I get it.
Now O'Quinn.
But a 6'1" point guard can still play defense.
Moving the ball around.
Just because you're not fucking 8 foot tall doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to have any effect whatsoever.
Nice job taking what the defenders gave him.
And like I said, even Agent Zero is having that problem
right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that
Pro-Am against other players.
Right now,
and like I said, he was getting bitched at, but I understand. It was not his
whose arm span exceeds
the way
their height by at least 6
screwed up.
inches.
Damn it, every time.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9?
I'm just going to stop going for steals. Because every time I go for a steal and I get anywhere close to it, it gives the
reason for the
3
Spider
points almost every freaking time.
Passes it to the Beast. There's the 3.
That was slow as hell.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I can't believe that even
The man has no heart, and that's poor.
I don't know where quick draw went right there, but that was like the slowest jump shot
to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through.
That's another thing too. Mike Wing has put out statements saying, yes, the badges always work and they always pop, and even if they don't pop up on your screen, they're still working. I think that's bullshit.
To grab that rebound
because I get shots like that where I know quick draw did not work.
Fires for 3.
See, that's a whole lot faster than that shot I took in the corner.
O'Quinn can't hit.
So, yeah, I know quick draw
with the ball. He brings it up for Utah.
And so, Mike Wang, you're an idiot. You're lying. Badges are not working.
1:25 left in the game. To the paint. Here's Mitchell.
A
shot good on the assist by Engel. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Why does this build exist in the game?
One winding down, it's obvious.
Not only that, it's really, like I said, this is the only sharp build you can really make that
and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
Whatsoever.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice.
I mean, like I said, you can look at the score. It's another blowout.
With a win.
But that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Beast.
He was extremely efficient offensively.
I didn't even know Mike Wayne used to work for
and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And that one drops for him.
I'm not even
couldn't run the inbound play any better.
And I mean, that's kind of what happens every game.
43 seconds left in the fourth
quarter. I'm so tired
quarter.
of doing the same thing every fucking
Beyond
time.
the arc. And Davis
if I try to do anything myself, like make my own shot or anything, it's a
there,
miss
but they
automatic.
can't count on
I
him to
can't stay on him.
And the shot goes in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Like, what is my guy doing? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of that. This fucking left stick dribbling shit is trash. It's absolutely trash. Like, it was better when we could just control it with the right stick, because at least then you knew what it was going to do.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Now, like,
they
you even
out
just
the noise,
pull back off going one way or the other on the left stick, and it automatically does
Boy,
like
a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Philadelphia
Like, that's the problem. I just had a fucking blowout. I just blew out the other team.
Greg in enemy
right?
territory,
And if I remember correctly, 5 for 9 from 3. So not a horrible night shooting. Should have been a good game. Should have been fun to play, but it wasn't.
That's
it was
exactly right. But with the way they
game.
controlled the game and just completely took the crowd.
And it's literally because no matter how many threes you make, every time an MPC goes right through you and just dumps on your head, there's nothing you can do about it. You go to block a shot and they shoot right through your hands, or you're fucking trying to guard and suddenly it just puts you in an animation that throws you out of their way. It ruins the game. And the game, like I said, maybe I need to change the title. I really don't think it's the difficulty. I think it's just the way the game is set up, the way it's scaled to play is just so ridiculous that anything but a slasher or a lockdown just doesn't make any sense. Because it's just going to be negatives throughout the entire damn game. Oh, I told you guys by the end of that game I would be pissed.
Jay, can I grab you real quick?
That was fucking horrible.
It's just one game.
And then the same damn interviews.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Jay.
This goes on forever, guys. These interviews never stop. Literally, after every single game for your entire career, you got to deal with this shit. And it's the exact same interviews over and over and over and over and over again. 2K has got to be one of the laziest companies. I swear.
Jay, get in here. I got some fun.
Oh, I don't care.
Consider
I don't
it done.
care.
Great choice, by the way.
I appreciate.
I haven't given a shit about any of that stuff since they nerfed it. When they nerfed it, because I had a freaking 5,000 VC contract on my Sharp and signed a 10,000 contract the day before they changed that. Logged back in the next day and it had me on a 2,500 contract. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. So, I don't know. Yeah. I think a Sharp is a pretty good way to see, like, as you saw, like, I got annihilated. I couldn't play defense whatsoever. It's like it just doesn't exist. And there should not be in a build in the game that you have to pay money for that doesn't work. That just doesn't work at all. It just doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. I think this is my pure lockdown. I'll play one more game, guys. I'm actually getting, like, depressed inside playing it this much. And that should say enough. I mean, if your game actually makes people depressed to even play, there's a problem. Like, not all of us are out there just like, oh, I want to get on the grind so, like, I can suffer through it so I can show people my 99. I don't give a shit. I only play my career. Nobody cares about what level my players is or how many points I put up per game. I play my career. Nobody cares. Why are you being so restrictive, 2K? It's just ruining the game. The game is scaled all over the place. I get it. It can't really be fixed that way. So tone the difficulty down and let us just annihilate the game and have fun with it. And those of us that want the fucking challenge, that's why there's a difficulty system. That's the whole purpose of a difficulty system is so people can choose. Oh, I want a relaxed, fun atmosphere. I may not get rewarded as well, but I don't want to have to try as hard. Oh, well, let's put it on the easiest setting in the game. Makes sense. You want that hardcore, you got to do everything perfect and all. That's why we have Hall of Fame. And they get like 3 times the experience and everything, which is totally fine. The problem is you have pro playing just about the same as Hall of Fame. The only difference is on Hall of Fame, I'll never make a shot. That's the only difference, really. I should just play on Hall of Fame. Most of the time, I actually play on All-Star or whatever it is because you get like double the XP and the game plays the exact same. There's no difference. So yeah, I don't think it's the difficulty of the game overall. I think it's the way all the NPCs are scaled, the numbers that they have and all this. It just ruins almost any build you make, and then they play you specifically based on your build's archetype. And so when they shut down that build's archetype, and you can't do anything else, the game just becomes totally irrelevant. Like, it's not fun to play. Nobody wants to do the exact same thing over and fucking over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is why the two-way slashing playmaker is the most... It's the most used build in the game. Like, most of your park players are going to be two-way finishers. Or two-way slashing playmakers. And that's because it's the only build in the game that has any chance of doing everything. And even then, you're just... Against NPCs, you're so fucking weak because your numbers are low because you're not maxed out in anything that you can't do anything. I don't know. I'm just... Even their WWE games are bad once you left 2K and BC was finished and WWE 2K. Oh yeah, I have WWE 2K20. I've played it twice. Like, I bought it right after launch and I played it twice, and it's so bad that I'm just like, I can't believe they didn't give refunds. I know they did to like PC players, but I hadn't seen anything about PlayStation giving refunds. But yeah, I really think it's 2K as a company, because it's not just those games either. People are forgetting these are the same guys that made Borderlands. And Borderlands 3 sucks ass. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but the truth is, if you compare it to the other Borderlands, and I'm not just talking about like storyline or jokes or anything like that, it's pretty much the same in those in that effect. The gameplay, the shooting mechanics, the control scheme, the way your character moves and the way the guns move, it's horrible. It's horrible. I hadn't wanted to play it since it fucking launched. I went to 50, I got to level 50, and I haven't played it since. Because it's just not fun to play. 2K, I don't know what 2K's deal is, but they're not smoothing out their games. They're putting a bunch of different systems into these games that don't really work together. They're not looking at the numbers. They're just saying, oh, we want to make LeBron James happy. Let's give him 99s in everything. And maybe he is, but the problem is when you don't scale that with our players, it ruins the game for us. And last I checked, the game is for us. The game isn't for LeBron James. The game isn't for fucking Kyrie Irving or any of these guys. That's not who this game is for, but that definitely seems like who it's curved for. Purposely trying to keep you from buying their game? I really do believe it. I really do believe that there's something weird going on behind the scenes with 2K. Because last year was bad. It wasn't horrible, like to the point where you're like, I never want to play this fucking game in my life. But it wasn't good. Last year just was not good. And most of that was monetization. They monetized everything. And the year before, in 18, they had started doing that, but last year they really just took the cake and went all out. And then this year, they just left all that same monetization and then changed up all the systems, but they didn't make sure the systems worked. And so that's why the gameplay is so bad, is because look, you can look at any NPC in the game, and I'm not kidding, I can do this right now. If I can get rid of the ball. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. The actual game itself is just completely screwed up, right? So this guy is a pure lock. Well, as you can see how broke it is. It's got all my ratings as an F right now. I'm an 85 overall. I am leveled up. All an F. And it's because I'm in the practice gym, and the stats in the practice gym are screwed up. You can't look at them. I'm telling you, like, there's so many little things in this game that they have not fixed. They have not done any detail work on this game whatsoever this entire year. All they've done is patch shit that worked and ban people. That's it. So, like, when you say, like, maybe they're trying to get people to stop playing their game, I think you might be 100% right, because their actions speak louder than words, and so far their actions is Ronnie pretty much being a total douchebag and the company backing him up in every turn. And Mike Wang just playing the, I don't know game, like he's been doing all year. You know, Mike Wang's been very quiet this year. A few tweets here and there, but overall, he's been very quiet. Ronnie's been the one taking the brunt. And that's why Ronnie's getting like 10 times more hate than he did the last few years. Ronnie's been a douchebag every year he's been in the game, or been a part of the game. It's just he's the only one we're seeing now because Mike Wang's keeping his mouth shut, because honestly, I believe Wang knows that this is the worst 2K of all time, and the way that they're doing patches and banning people and all this shit, I don't think they have any intention of fixing it whatsoever. Honestly, I think what they did is they just threw this out there, and they're like, don't worry about it, we're not even going to fix it, and they're already working on 2K21 because it's going to be on the next platform. And so they don't give a fuck about this. That's honestly what I think is going on. And let me tell you something. If you think there's problems in this game, how many years has 2K been making basketball games on the PS4? And look at how jacked up they are. Now imagine when they go to a completely new platform. The game's going to be horrendous. There's no way I will buy 2K21 until all the reviews come out and people are like, oh my god, it's a completely different game. Like, I swear to God on that one, I will not be buying 2K again until I hear reviews saying that they've changed their ways. And I just don't see it happen. This is like 4 years in a row that we've had to deal with what we're dealing with now. So, I don't know. He does still have his boost. Alright, so this is a pure lockdown. This will be my last game, guys. I'm getting drained, and the more I play this game, like, it actually puts me in like a really bad mood, which is crazy. Since when are video games supposed to like stress you out and like make you feel like shit? We're not playing fucking Dark Souls here. Like, I don't understand why I should feel like shit while I'm playing against the computer. Doesn't make any sense, but there you go. There's my pure lockdown. This stuff doesn't matter. Once you hit 75 on your lateral, if you go any higher, I realized this very quickly, you'll actually overshoot your guy every time until you get Hall of Fame clamps to keep you in front of them. And so that's why, like, those numbers, I just leveled those out at 70. And like I've been leveling up everything else. So I did it for a specific reason. But as you see, 90 steal, 90 block. And I want you to watch also, I won't get any more steals than I do on my guys who have like a 40, a 30, or a 50 steal. And that's because steal is broke. My blocks, the last guy you saw me play with had like a 46 block. You watch, this guy will do the exact same thing with a 90 block. Stats don't matter in this game. They're all jacked up. Getting very discouraging. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it, dude. I really do. It's discouraging to play, which I just don't understand that. I don't understand that from someone who has a viewpoint of someone who plays video games and like I want them to be fun. I also don't understand it from like a financial viewpoint. Like, what the fuck is 2K thinking? Let's make the game so hard and so horrible that like you'll have a few tryhards who get to curse at the rest of us and tell us how trash we are? Like, you think that's going to sell more copies? I don't know what they're doing. So that's the lockdown. Let's go see how bad I get trapped. Oh, this is going to be Morant. This little Morant, this little point guard is going to have like 90-something everything. And watch, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants against my pure lock.
That's kind of a scary thought. You mentioned traveling around the world. What's it been like to be a 2K League representative?
Every time we play the Grizzlies, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Because I got to go up against this
in getting into the league.
Even when I use a pure lockdown, I just know it's going to be bad.
I didn't leave North Carolina until I got to college, and I'm 18, 19, 20 years old. I'm traveling along the East Coast, but I didn't leave my state. And so now from playing 2K from season 1 to season 2 to seeing China, I'm traveling to Minnesota.
Those guys get on my nerves. A lot of it is because I made a video last year about the 2K League and how those guys are not professional gamers. I'm sorry, they're not professional gamers. If you put any of those guys against like a COD player, a professional COD player, or a professional, even like Fortnite or any of that shit, the guys who play pro stuff like that, if they learn the controls for 2K, would destroy the 2K League players. They would absolutely wipe the floor with them. And it's because 2K is based on animation. So all you're doing is like setting up animations and trying to get whatever animation is going to override whatever animation the other guy's doing. You can watch pro videos. The 2K League guys put out videos on how they play and all this kind of shit. And that's how they describe it. That doesn't make you a professional gamer when you can just shoot through somebody's hands and it's percentage based. That takes no skill. It takes no fucking skill. You can make a pure shark and just sit at the hash the whole game and then claim that you're a badass gamer because you're in the 2K League. You're not a professional gamer. Professional gamers have actual like hand-eye coordination, and their actual response times are that of like F-15 fighter jet pilots. This is tested. There's like documentaries and stuff you can watch on this that your real pro gamers, like your COD players and stuff like this, they have different reaction times than like regular players. And so like that's why like I made this video about the 2K League and how, you know, they only get paid like $30 grand a year. Real pro gamers like are making millions of dollars a year. It's like you're not a professional gamer. You're just a douchebag who was willing to sign 2K's fucked up contract so you could act like you're better than
even the score tonight.
When really they're playing the exact same game we're playing, and there's plenty of screenshots and videos of people literally like shooting through people's hands and like, yeah, just horrible shit. I mean, you guys know all the crazy stuff that happens in this game. So I don't understand how anybody can call themselves a pro gamer if this is what they play.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K and for a look at how.
Okay, guys, last game. Here we go.
These are the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Suns. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some
I
spirited
totally
play.
agree, dude. As somebody who does video game reviews and stuff like that, like I play video games all day, every day. That's all I do.
In themselves, the fan
and yeah, I totally agree. Like, actually, it's been the last couple
And
years.
the starting group for the Grizzlies.
The last couple years of video game releases
Jackson
just
Jr.
across the
at
board.
the forward slot.
It's been garbage.
Morant
It's
and
been
Brooks
absolute
manning the
garbage.
backcourt.
It really has.
And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low.
That's
And
why,
for
like, if you
Los
follow
Angeles,
YouTube, you'll notice a
Green
lot of
LeBron at the
YouTubers
2
are making
and the 3.
videos like,
Davis is
you know,
out there with
playing
Howard. And
Call of Duty
Rondo
Modern
at the
Warfare,
point.
like the old version
Now
in
here's
2020.
Morant. And the
Or they'll make videos, you know, they just make videos about old games now, like the old Far Cry's. I've seen a lot of videos about that. And it's because there's nothing new. Like, the new games suck so bad, nobody wants to
you have
watch
those teams, and that's what you love.
Like, trust me, this stream right here, if I wasn't talking, if I was just doing an NBA 2K stream and just streaming me playing, nobody would be watching. They tune in for about 2 seconds, realize that they're actually just watching the game, and it's the most boring thing to fucking watch.
Green
It really is. Like, it's
good. It's Green picking up the assist.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Oh yeah, no, I said something about that earlier. Like, you guys watch, Morant's gonna tear him apart. He always does. He does whatever the fuck he wants.
With some
and I've said that before in a stream, and I had a guy come back and he's like, "Well, Morant's just like that."
The rim, just landed.
Okay, I mean, I get it, but why am I not?
Pass to
like,
LeBron.
and that's my big problem. Like I said, I don't think it's so much a difficulty thing. I think it's the scaling itself. They have our numbers so low that compared to what they give the basic NPCs, that when we go up against an NPC who actually is supposed to be one of the better NPCs, we just get annihilated, no matter what your skill set is.
Over Iguodala. Offensive.
But here we go. Let's find out how bad this is. A pure sharpshooter. I cannot shoot
here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard.
So I cannot
and it's the beast in for Danny Green. And Memphis also making a switch.
Should be.
Elton's checked in. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. And it's good for 2.
The main reason I gave up on my lock, though, actually wasn't the defense itself. It was help defense. Because the whole purpose of having a pure lockdown is to help the rest of your team. It's easy as hell to shut your guy down. But you're a pure lock. You want to help out the rest of the team. And the minute you do,
facing one of the game's truly elite players in Anthony Davis, how do you keep him from going off? Coach said keep him out of his sweet spots, out of the paint, and communicate at all times. So you can expect these guys to be talking all night, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
Morant kicks to Brooks.
See, I told you, the minute you try help
No good.
defense, you're
That would have tied it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The shot's good from the Beast. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
You just love.
Even as an 80 overall, your guy still feels like a 60 overall. These badges ruin 2K as well. Oh no, yeah, I totally agree. I was showing people earlier, like you can look at any NPC in the game. It's not just like Morant or LeBron or something. I can understand those guys having insane stats. Okay, fine. They're the all-stars. I get it. The problem is, I could go in here right now. I guarantee you I can go in here right now and just choose a random fucking NPC, right? Let's find a guard, right? That's power forward. I don't know any of these players, so. Okay, here's a shooting guard, right? I guarantee you he will have stats that you cannot get together. And I don't know anything about this player. This is Grayson Allen. He's only a 70 overall. I will bet you money right now that he will have stats that we cannot put together. So let's see here. 71 driving layup, 77 driving dunk. So he's above a 75 driving dunk. So he has to be an offensive build or a two-way. But he's also got a 73 mid-range and a 79 three-pointer. Now, I know that's not quite an 80, but the only way to get an 80 or above is to be a shooting archetype. So the only way he could have two of these stats already, to have the 75-plus driving dunk and the 80 shot, is he's got to be a two-way three-point shooter. So he's got his Hall of Fame badges would be shooting and defense, right? Now watch. I bet his ball handling's probably up, or his block, or something else will be crazy. Okay, so his ball handling makes sense. 70. Okay, that's right about right. He's 6'4". It's actually a little low. We'll give him that one. He has a 31 interior defense, but I bet he still plays interior defense just fine. A 26 block. 81 speed. So these are all his base stats. Okay. So he's not that horrible compared to other ones I've seen. But yeah, these don't make any sense. They don't make any sense whatsoever, because his driving ability is way too high to have him almost 83-point shot. And no defense, so he's not a two-way. That's the reason I'm saying that. He has no defense, so he's not a two-way. So he's got to be, I don't even know what he could be. I don't even know what that build would be. I guess maybe a 3-level score. That's what it would have to be. And even then, he would have higher ball control, but he wouldn't. I don't know. I picked a bad one, but these numbers still don't even make sense. They're kind of all over the place. But literally every build in the game is like that, where you can find something about the build that just doesn't make sense. And then when you look at like at the really good players, like you look at guys like Morant and shit. Tell me how you make this fucking build with like an 89 driving dunk. He's got an 87 three-pointer. He's got 90 ball handling, 93 speed with ball. He's a pure playmaker, damn near. And then he's got base level defense for a 6'5" guy, actually higher defense than most 6'5" guys get, but he's only 6'3". And so I bet he gets like 99 speed and all that stuff. Yeah, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. They just stack their stats all crazy, and you cannot make that build. You cannot make a build in this game with that high of a driving dunk and layup and an 80-plus three-pointer. The highest you can do is a 3-level score, and you will have an 80 driving dunk and an 80 three-pointer, and you don't even get contact dunks. This is why the game is so broke. It's like I said, I should probably change the title on the video. It's not so much the actual difficulty itself, like you guys saw, it's blowing teams out. But it's not fun to play because you go up against shit like this and you realize you spent $50 on a player that's worthless.
LeBron's patience.
The most discouraging part, and I don't know if we'll see it this game, but this is the player I see it on, is when you're playing a pure lockdown And so you have like a 90-something interior defense and like an high 80s drive, but you have no shooting, right? And then you'll see another build in the game that's exactly like yours, pure fucking lockdown. He'll have the 90-plus drive, the 90-plus defense, but he also gets an 83-pointer, which is the one part of a lockdown that a lockdown needs. It's why you can't use a lockdown against the NPCs, because they know you can't shoot the 3. If I could shoot the fucking 3, I could destroy this game with a lockdown.
Basketball
it's the way the numbers are set up. They're just so limited on what they will let us do.
He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Bradley's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis.
And, you know, here's the thing. I've done streams like this a few times, and there's always people coming in saying, yeah, they're having the exact same problem. So I know it's not just me, but 2K has taken absolutely 0 steps to try and fix any of this. Which tells me they don't give a shit.
It's a 5-point game, and they'll keep possession.
Every freaking time.
They get the rebound, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's check out stats for James.
I hadn't even been paying attention, guys. I've been talking, so let me get my head in this and actually try to play here.
8 assists and 8 rebounds.
And what I'm looking for, the first time one of these John Moran or one of these little bitty fucking point guards scores directly through my pure lockdown, we're done.
You can count on his nightly production.
Because if you can't shoot whatsoever, you're going to take away half my ability to play the game.
And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in
just so I can play defense. You better give me
Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant. So we hit.
I mean, hell, even in 19, a pure lockdown got a 70 overall 3-point shot.
Passes it to Cousins.
In this game, the highest you can possibly have is
moving the ball.
And that's if you make them 6-1. Make a pure lockdown 6-1.
Jones with it.
And then with a 53 3-pointer, I don't care if you have takeover.
They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive
and they did that too, like
running
you
your
can't
plays,
drive anymore.
picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Now here's Jones after the miss from the Beast.
I love
some nice passing there by Memphis. Lock at 6. Here's Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
The pass to the Beast. Kicks it out to Bradley. There's the feed to Cousins.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins.
I got to be honest, I haven't used my lockdown since patch 10.
The right choice for him.
This feels like 100 times worse.
And came back
because now he won't even move. Like I can feel it. Like he just won't move. Like I'm usually with a lockdown, you can be a little bit more sensitive with the left stick, and especially if you're holding left trigger, you can just kind of tap it, and he'll just take little movements. If you're a pure lockdown, he won't just jump like every other.
One of the guys who
he's not doing that anymore. He's just not moving.
Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
I swear, every patch they've had has just made this game worse. Every single patch.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Jones. Pass to Melton.
Like, why am I so slow? Why the fuck am I so slow? I have like 90-something.
Here's Clark.
What the hell?
Crowder goes in. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you.
This dude he's a pure lockdown. We all know what the stats are on a pure lockdown. They're insane.
Is the element of
why is he just as fast as my little 6'1" pure sharp?
That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And he doesn't feel any stronger.
Good, Crowder.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
I've been playing the game for more than an hour, so I'm so depressed.
3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover.
Like I don't get this either. Like I get on his side and it just stops. Like I cannot run past.
Kuzma
even though I'm on the side of him.
6 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Those are fucking
They are just killing them on the interior.
You could also call them pussy points.
Smitty, this Grizzlies team
the
has
defense
always
is so
given
worried
a
about
good
me
effort.
driving. It's the
How
same
tough
as the
do you think it is to
sharpshooter.
see
It's why
a coach
sharpshooters
let
can
go,
drive the rim
even when his
almost every
players are
Because
responding?
the defense
You know,
is
it's
so
very
worried about
tough
stopping
because you
whatever
can't
it is your
trust in that
archetype
coach.
does.
And
that
often
they just
having a
leave
coaching
everything
change
else open.
more of a
And I think that's the reason they set the game up like this, is because they're like, well, we can leave everything else open because whatever it is your archetype is, you can't do anything else. Why are you fucking passing that? Come on. What the fuck?
And now here comes Jones.
I was holding left trigger. I was
and he banks in
securing the ball. I wasn't
playing
dribbling.
with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just
And
love
I
it
don't
when the
even think he
fast
swiped that,
break
and I think
results
my
in a
guy
high
just literally
percentage
just
look.
rocked.
Not always the case these days.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few
By the way, this is with a
Commissioner
55
Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75
so
games.
broke,
I will say
I told you,
NBA
the
has done a
lower your free
fantastic
throw,
job,
the
along
easier
with
it is to
the
create.
Players Association. There's longer
fucking
off seasons.
ridiculous.
I mean, and there are
It's
also
broken so
longer
many
time
goddamn
throughout the
ways.
All-Star games, and it's not as many back-to-backs.
Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range.
That's
so
a
that
large
it makes
reason why,
him
like, when I
more
see these
versatile
park builds, I'm like, these guys
offensively.
don't play my career at all. Because if you played my career, you would get rid of the steal and add everything
First free
into
throw
block.
was good.
If you play park, they add everything into steal and ignore the block. It's kind of weird. I'm not saying they're wrong or anything. Like I said, I don't play park, so they can do what they want. I don't.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Bradley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Caldwell Pope
I love
outside.
how they're just all standing around.
Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lakers leading by 5.
So slow. Oh my God. I'm so
Here's the
slow.
Beast coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. The shot's good. The Beast's got 6.
Did something happen with this guy's stats or something? Like, he's so damn slow. Dude, I'm in the 90s. Why am I so fucking slow? He's so slow.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter.
Like, he's just like moving around all lanky and shit.
Here's
None of
Clark.
his actions are quick. This must have been started. He wasn't like this before patch 10. So this is part of patch 10 too.
Back to Clark.
They slowed down lockdown.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle
Because I know,
Kuzma
like, that was
picks
the
one
one
up.
thing this lockdown could do. That's why it's boring to play with. Is he could play defense, and then you could just, you're so strong and then crazy fast that you could literally just run to the rim every time on the fast break.
Line so far.
And so you could score 50, 60 points pretty easily with a lockdown. I bet that's why they did this. They've slowed the lockdowns now where you can't just burst down through to the rim. And so now the build's going to be useless. That's fucking great, 2K. I think maybe that's what 2K's doing. They're just trying to make every build in the game useless.
And that one falls for Clark. So he gets them both. 43 seconds left in the first.
See, like this right here, I should be able to, well, there we go.
Here's the Beast, and he jams it with authority.
Good
I used to be able to do that
Avery
every
looking
single
poised
play.
with the ball
Like,
in his hands,
just
making
so
decisions.
strong and fast, he can just blow by. I can't do it every play.
Outside, Jones. Pass to
So
Milton.
slow. Like, that's
Some
another thing. I
nice
used to have
passing
to
there by
restrain on the
Memphis.
left stick because he could jump over in front of guys too fast, and I would overshoot.
Shot clock at 5.
But now he's just, I'm
Here's
barely
Clark.
even keeping up.
Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And at a certain point,
And look at this,
you
the
just
fucking
have
center
to
is
look to
just as
someone
fast
else
as
to
me.
score
What the
for you.
fuck, man? Yeah, he's waiting on me to post spin. See what he's
Here's
doing?
the
Like
beast.
he's just standing there, and nobody's gonna move. Can anybody else on the team fucking move around, do something?
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers on top, leading by 7.
They're all just standing there
from the
staring at me.
Staples
I'm
Center.
sorry, guys. I'm fucking
2K
ranting.
Sports.
I'm pissed. Like I said, I knew if I played too many games in a row, I would just be... In the end, isn't that like the real key to this video, is like saying, hey, no matter what you think of the difficulty, no matter what you think of the numbers, no matter what you think of the scaling, are you having fun?
And if you're just joining us, we've played
I don't know of
this
anyone who
and
can
taking a look at the
answer.
Lakers' performance here.
I don't know
what
of
have they been
anybody.
doing or not doing in the game.
I love their
Maybe the guy that won the $250,000
to
tournament.
intimidate
Maybe that guy
here early on.
Probably had
And
fun.
you can see it's already having an impact. It can
That one
cause
dude had a
shooters
great time.
to think twice.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. As the
If
second
I had
quarter
any
gets
advice for 2K, which Lord knows they won't take any from me, but if I had any advice for them, I wouldn't tell them talk to them about the numbers or the difficulty or any of that stuff. What I would tell them is to get back on track and remember, we play basketball video games as a fantasy.
Concentration. Crowd
99.9% of us have no interest in the 2K League. I have never watched a 2K League game. I have never tried out. I've never done any of the 50 games to get in. I don't do that shit. I don't care. Much love and respect to those who do, but I don't.
For Crowder. And
So like, stop making me suffer so those guys can like be squared off or whatever you want to do. Which even those guys are saying that it's not.
Had his best
The game's all screwed up.
with the Celtics.
So the main thing I would tell 2K is, hey, let us have our fantasy.
To the table.
And a nice pass.
Let
by
us
Bradley.
be LeBron
He's
James.
always
Let
been the
us
size
be
of a
Kobe
point
Bryant.
guard,
Let
now starting
us
to play more like
hit like Steph Curry and then break some ankles and take it to the rim.
Anderson
Why not?
dishes to Clark.
Why the fuck not? Why is it so
Gets that
important
one
that
to
we
drop.
are not allowed to
One
be
of
as
the
good
game
as the
after four
best
straight
players in the
misses.
game?
And they keep
But yet you want us to
hammering away
sink
at him inside,
1,000
forcing
fucking
the ball
hours. Actually, it's
into the
2,000. To take your player to 99 overall, playing 12-minute quarters,
Pope outside.
averaging 25,000 XP per game, which is actually like 50, 60-point double-doubles. It will take you almost 2,000 hours to get to 99 overall.
Clock at 4.
And then you probably won't even keep it. Like, because they take it away from you.
And the call on the shot.
Who wants to put in
sends him to the line.
2,000 hours
Lakers shooting
of
their fifth
this?
and 6 free throws of the game.
Of horrible gameplay, knowing that even after that 2,000 hours is done, there's still going to be 99% of the NPCs in the game with better stats than you. And you got to remember, this isn't real life. You're not going to have Allen Iverson, who may not be anywhere near as strong as you know, a Shaq or something like that, but he's so talented he can pull off crazy dribble moves and all that.
That free throw
And get by him and then do some kind of over and under at the rim and get the score. The game doesn't let you do that.
Wins the most MVP?
If you have a 95
You know, I
finishing,
think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now.
and you're only
because the way he's
6'1",
playing, he
and
has
you go in to do that
possibility to
crazy
win the MVP now.
layup shit,
And then I think
there's
also
a
because of
fucking
his
Anthony
age,
Davis
he's
standing
the
on the
one
rim.
guy, and also
His
Anthony
stats are
Davis
so high,
could
you are
catch
not going to
Giannis.
score.
He has that
It's
type
not
of
going to
talent.
happen. He's just going to shut you down every time. So for a
And he's
game
good
that's
on the
100% based on stats and how limiting they are, 2K, you got to give us that fantasy. You can't just put LeBron James and all these guys in the game and then make us so low that we're not even equal with the regular NPCs, much less those guys. Like, where's the fantasy? Like I said, nobody wants to pay $50 to be a fucking vendor.
Kuzma with the defensive effort.
A good job by him on the glass.
And that's what we're doing.
+8 in that department.
The power fantasy
One goes.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his.
They've tried to make it so realistic that they actually go.
He's coming off a 31-point game against Brooklyn.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Grizzlies also changing it up.
Not that it matters.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Clark.
My guy's just
Jaren
gonna do the
Jackson
same
comes
thing
in
every
for
time.
Anderson. And Brooks
That's what he
subbed
does.
in for D'Anthony Melton.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Nice D from Cousins.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many. to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
See, I wonder if there was something like scripted into the first period, because now I feel like I'm moving regular games. He's moving real quick now. Like, see, he's not lagging out. He's not like stopping and having to like force himself the other direction or anything. He's quick on the takeoff now. See, I'm able to get right back on him. He wasn't doing that.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And that one's good, James.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like.
But yeah, he's back to normal now, so I guess it wasn't past 10.
This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here is Brooks.
I knew something
following
was
the
wrong.
basket by LeBron James. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson.
See, I'm able to just stay right on my guy.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Crowder, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Davis. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Jones, the pass to Jackson. To halt the run, and Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Here's the beast.
Come on!
Oh, can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 9.
I knew that wasn't going to go in.
Looking for a
I have a 35.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
But it's fun to hope that an NBA player can make
Jones.
it wide open mid-range. If not.
Here's Crowder. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are
like
more aware
the pure
of
lockdown is probably the most dominant build in the game.
Of sleep.
Just because you actually can play
making adjustments. Morning shooter rounds.
But the fact that all you can do is play defense, sort of,
eliminated altogether.
And that's not even 100%.
Many fewer teams that are taking red-eye.
That's literally all you can do.
Some teams even give players orange tinted glasses to encourage them.
Especially when NPCs are always like leaving you wide open at the 3, and it's like, oh my God, I'm wide open. Like, I should
continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Yeah, just look at
I'm willing to bet if you left Shaquille O'Neal wide open at the 3, his coach, even if he wasn't going to make it, his coach would be like, take that shot.
Shots.
Wide open, take that shot.
To make the effort.
Like, why the hell not?
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
Maybe not Shaq.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
1,
Jackson
2,
finds
3,
Crowder.
4.
And here's Jones.
He's in the paint for like 5 seconds there.
Jones, the pass to Brooks. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And
that's what I was talking about. If you're a pure lockdown, the
dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
So as a pure lockdown, they're just going to leave me wide open at the 3.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies.
And the problem is,
by 13.
It doesn't let
Next
me get any
matchup,
movement
they'll be
on
home
them to
against
actually
the
get into the paint.
Suns. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Davis with the double team. Jackson has the open look.
I haven't got the steal yet.
No good on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. They're working on the
boards. Davis, you got that whole side open. What the fuck are you
Kicks
doing?
to Cousins. There's the pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's the beast. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now here's Jones.
What are they doing? I don't know. Maybe I should leave it on there. They were actually playing defense.
Out to Brooks.
Dude,
Davis against Jones. Jackson dishes to Crowder.
I truly believe that. Like, I don't have any statistical data to back it up, but I truly believe that the lower your steal is, the higher percentage.
And making it look easy.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Clark, he's checked in for the
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
This guy's got a 90 steal. I had a lockdown before that I went all-out lockdown on, and he had a 95 steal.
LeBron outside, pass to the Beast. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
I also think the same thing on the post hooks. My big guys who have like 80 overall post hooks, they miss it constantly. My little guards who have like a 30 post hook, they make that shot almost every time. So I wonder if that's messed up too, if it's the same, where it's like it has to be really low. Hey, I got a steal.
Pass to Jackson to end the drought. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter.
You're locked down. Don't play
none in the first.
Don't do that.
Here's the Beast. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
But as you can see, this is all I can do over and over again is drive the baseline.
Leading to a score.
And while it's cool to get a couple contact zones,
the Lakers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in.
The one build that actually works.
He's checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 17. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson passes to Jones. Here's Melton, guarded by Bradley. Melton feeling it out a bit, and it's off from three-point range.
Come on!
Here's the Beast, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been...
I do got to say, I don't know, I guess you trade stress for boring. Because this build's nowhere near stressful to play on because they're not able to treat me like shit the whole game. But not being able to shoot. Otherwise, this would probably be one because it actually works.
And there wasn't too much
give
drama in the
every
first half, but
offensive
maybe
build the
things
same
will tighten up
defense
here in the
pure
second.
lockdown.
What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
The
that's what we need.
He's had when
we
going
need better
at the rim
defense on our offensive field. And that way we can actually do all the fun stuff and shoot and drive and
His
all that
activity
shit,
level has
and actually
made an
play
impact,
basketball
and he is
without being
fearless.
dominated every time we go to
Davis,
defense.
the incredible forward pair. Beast out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Davis.
Sorry, guys.
18-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And good that time.
Fantastic job by AD. Eyeing the clock, keeping calm.
I'm going to shut my mouth and actually try and whoop their ass these next 2 periods.
Last season, the trade request for Anthony Davis became public. A $50,000 fine.
I don't care how well I do. I think I made my point in this video after those first 3 games. That third game.
Memphis moving it around.
That was the exact same build that I was annihilating with.
Three-pointer. And it's Morant.
Doesn't work at all.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up in challenge.
Davis, push the paint.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Now Rondo, following the miss by John Morant from deep. And Davis can't get it to go. And a minutes restriction last season for Anthony Davis. There was talk, Smitty, of shutting him down completely.
The league said no, Kevin. The fans, he's still a fan favorite in New Orleans, and they paid their money to see him in large part. Now a new team, hopefully it works out for everybody. You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
The Beast passes to Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes.
The Lakers have made 7 of their last...
better than me.
12 attempts at the line.
Fucking 74 overall has like better stats or the same stats at almost every. Has an 86. All right.
Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
The only way they can really fix the game this point and make it playable to be fun. Just give us rookie difficulty. Put rookie difficulty back in the game. We know it's in the game. It was in the game at the beginning of the year. If you play offline career, you can play on rookie. At least last year you could. This year you can't even play an offline career.
And the fourth pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Like literally, you cannot play my career offline.
Potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out.
But yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to just. It's already in the game. We know rookies in the game. They take it out to try to force you to buy VC. Everybody who's bought VC is one. Everybody who's going to buy VC is already buying it. So let's put rookie in the game so we can fucking have some fun. Because right now the game's just, it's too demanding to have fun. This is a video game, 2K.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You're pro athletes, you're not pro athletes.
A lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
No good from the Beast. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis.
I don't think
now the pass
really
to
matters at all either. Oh my God! 5 minutes after I fucking hit it.
And a high rate of fouls.
Delayed animation.
And Smitty dating back to college.
I wonder whose idea that was.
Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for
basketball,
him. And also
which is one of the fastest sports there is. Let's have fucking delayed animation. All right.
And so he makes both
from
the line.
We got geniuses playing, making this game. I swear, I don't think anybody who actually works on the development
on a 13-5 run here.
Games has ever actually played basketball. And I mean at any type of like
Bradley
actual
passes
like,
to the Beast.
High school or college level. I really don't
Ron right side.
Wide open,
Here's
baby.
the Beast. And the Lakers with another miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 and 3-point shots here in the
third. And it even says it's a bad shot because the game knows
floats
like,
one.
You can't make that. You don't have the
no good.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Cousins, the pass
I'm
to the
gonna make
Beast.
a 3 by the end of this game.
Back to Cousins.
See, I'm shooting now, so he's
but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I think the game realizes that eventually.
And this is what you like about Cousins.
One's got
has the power, has the length.
How many have I taken? I've only taken the one.
But then has these crafty little moves like that up fake.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Both free throws good from Cousins. Now Jones. Pass to Crowder. Over James. Shot by Crowder, no good.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 21% from the field so far.
The way it was.
Outside, Jones.
What the fuck is this, man?
Pass to Clark.
I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't even know what's happening.
Shoots a fader.
My speed.
The rebound by the Beast.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
With 92 acceleration.
LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
That's a 90 steal.
Here's Melton.
Right there. Okay.
Passes it to Jones. For the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah, like, look at how slow these animations are. God.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I don't even know what that is, guys. I honestly have no idea.
The Lakers have had 15
I don't know why he would
line.
be fast as hell at one moment and slow as hell at another. I don't have takeover. I haven't had takeover at all this game. So I don't know why it's doing that.
The first one falls.
And I guarantee you my stats aren't going negative right now. There's no reason for them to. Never mind. Apparently my stats are all negative now. I don't know why. We're blowing them out. I have no idea why all of my stats are fucking negative right now. And they're negative big time, too. Like, big time. Like, they're all, like, -5 or higher. Like, my post fade is, like, a 68. And I noticed that's, like, a 58. It's down 10. Why is my shit down 10 points? I don't even know why. I'm not cold or anything, man. I'm putting up buckets.
That one is no good.
What the fuck, man?
And here are the
I
Grizzlies
knew something
now.
was wrong. Like, I could
They've
tell
been
my player,
struggling
oh my
here
God,
on
he's
offense.
just not very fast at all. He's so slow.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
I have no idea why I'm negative. I don't know why all my stats are negative. There's not a badge in the game that makes the MPC or the other players have lower stats. You have field general and shit like that gives your players higher stats. But
we've got 1:28 left in the third quarter.
LeBron James is on the court too, and he has Hall of Fame, whatever it is, that makes the other players. Every time LeBron James is on the court, if you look at your stats, they should be like plus 2 or 3. And it's because the badges he have actually
Jackson
give you
passes
higher
to
numbers.
Melton. And the 3 off target.
So that's not even working.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
I swear I hate this game. I really hate this game.
Jones with it.
And I hate it so much more because there's no alternative.
And the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Cousins. And
I
just
really
miss after miss right now.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
The NBA Live didn't even
LeBron passes to the Beast. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been...
And once again, look at the score. I'm blowing out the other team, and am I having fun? Not even.
An impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Every time I look at any little detail of the game, like you just kind of go, what the fuck? Why is it doing
Here's
this?
Clark.
Why is it doing
He's
that?
guarded
Why
by
am I
Cousins.
suddenly negative? Why am I suddenly slow? Why are
Clark, the pass to
every NPC on his team is setting a pick for him, but I can't run that play?
Rebounded by McGee.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
They get it back.
You, it just will not let me make anything.
LeBron is hard to block.
Wide fucking open. Goddamn NBA ball player can't make a wide open.
With a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been
how the fuck he get the lead?
Setting the tone. We'll take a quick break.
I'm sorry, if you can't hit a wide open fucking mid-range, wide open, I don't care if you're Shaq. You're not playing. Not in the NBA. Especially not these days when you got Anthony Davis nailing threes. Like, what the fuck, man?
And a quick look now at the State Farm
I'm literally like,
of the game.
This is it, 2K.
And I'm
this
glad
is why
this was the pick because I love this pass.
Because no matter what the score is,
dish. That's what
the game is not fun to play.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And I've actually made myself angry. I just want to finish this, honestly, guys, so I can go crack some
Here
beers
for the
and watch the end
Lakers.
of the Super Bowl.
Howard's checked in for Cousins. Davis comes in for Murray. The Beast, he's checked in for Alex.
I thought playing my lock might
Arjan
be a little
Rondo
bit of fun
subbed in
to
for
end the
Avery
video
Bradley.
to wrap it up kind of on a positive.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group.
Good job, 2K.
Clark,
Great
he's
job.
checked in for Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Solomon Hill. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Allen. And
like I said,
Morant
all they got to
in
do
for
is give us
Tyus Jones.
Just
So the Grizzlies 5 right now.
The game's dead as it is.
Jaren Jackson is
Give
out
us
there.
rookie,
Clark.
and that way we can at
Then
least
it's
have some
Morant,
fun with it.
and it's Melton.
You know,
in
I
at
could
the
post some
2.
200
Lakers leading by 19.
and shit like that. It'd be fun.
Here's the Beast.
And who knows? It might actually get
It's
other people
rebounded by
playing instead of
Memphis.
having shit like what's happening.
Melton's got his
Where
fourth
it's
rebound with
just,
that
I'm
last
so
one here
slow
tonight.
again right now. Let me guess, I'm negative again. I'll bet money I'm fucking negative again. Nope, this time it's without being negative. I'm slow as hell. All right. Yeah, see, I can't even keep up with him sideways.
Rondo on the double team.
I have a 90 lateral, and I can't keep up with him sideways. All right.
over Howard.
Yeah,
no good
all
from
like the way he turns and stuff, the way he
Los
spins around,
Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th.
He's so slow.
Davis,
like,
the
he's
pass
so
to LeBron. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, well, the guy that's guarding you has defensive badges. Well, Morant is the one guarding me. And Morant may be a fucking ridiculous on offense. But Morant has 0 defensive badges. This I already knew. Because I couldn't figure out why Morant was able to play defense in the first place. He has like 30-something block and a 40-something interior defense, but yet he can block your shot and steal the ball and all this craziness. And he has 0 defensive badges too. The game's broke. I don't know what to tell you.
Much more confident.
But that's not why my guy's slowing down.
When he
doesn't
came into
have
this
any
league.
defensive badges. I know he doesn't have,
Guys,
you know,
at this
brick wall
point
or
in his
that
career,
stuff.
Anthony Davis just
It's just
entering
the game is that
his
broke.
prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Maurice checked in for Los Angeles. Alex Caruso comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Clark.
You can go play like a regular game on rookie, and I guarantee you're going to have fun. It's going to have fun. Because you can do whatever you want.
Is what allows
if you want to shoot threes and break ankles, you can do that, and it'll let you make those shots.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you
actually
even
lets
put
you
into
have
words,
fun with
Greg,
it?
what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. The Grizzlies trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive.
90 driving dunk.
It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
And he can't.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Davis.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
McGee bounce pass.
I'm just letting the clock run out. I'm tired of driving the rim.
Puts one up from 19, and the jumper falls for him. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking
Especially
care
when he does like he did
business.
that last dunk.
They're going to
90
win by
fucking driving
a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
It's not like
And
you were like
gotta
right
like
there.
that they found
And I haven't taken a shot this whole
here,
time, and suddenly
something
I'm
to maybe
cold.
carryovers into the next
What the
game.
fuck? Like,
They
why
put
am I cold
together
all of a sudden?
some
Because
great
my guy's
possessions
scoring,
here at
so
the
now I'm
end.
cold?
It's a shame. They could have used this run
How does that
much
make
earlier.
any sense?
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Loads it up for Davis. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
How does that make any
That gives
sense?
him a
Why am
double-double
I
in this
cold
one.
right now?
10 points and 11 rebounds.
I haven't taken a shot in like 5 minutes, and I wasn't cold
Valanciunas with the
before.
ball.
So like, what? What the fuck?
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And
Just
the
out of the
outcome
blue.
this one was never in doubt.
We don't think the game's so close enough. We're just gonna
In
make it cold.
a supreme
So for
effort.
sure
It
you
just
can't
felt
hit
like
anything
once
now.
they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to
That's trash. Like I said, it cannot be fixed. 300, 900 on playmaking. Like, think about how many games I would have to play to actually get these back. At this rate. Like, that's insane. That's fucking insane, man. Nobody's doing that.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will
really does.
down the
Just- it puts
stretch.
you in a
Why
bad
were you
mood
able
by
to
the
carry
time
the
you
load tonight?
That's why like you can't grind it. That's like but that's the main reason all of my players
Well, I
are
just
89
kept finding
or under.
myself in positions where I could finish a
Is
play.
because I just I
You know, a lot
can't
of this
bring
game is
myself
about
to grind
matchups.
this game. It's
And the
so
team saw I had some
fucking
opportunities,
boring.
and we were able to
And,
execute
like,
as a group.
Any builds that actually
We
work
all were playing
can
for each
only
other,
do
and that
one
was
thing,
evident
and so you can only do that
tonight.
one thing
Congratulations on the
over
win.
and over
Kevin?
and over and over again.
Thank
Boring
you,
as
David.
hell.
Great interview.
And any builds that are built like 3-ways or freaking 2-way slashers, stuff like that, their stats are so low that the stuff you're supposed to be able to do, you can barely fucking do it all.
Yeah. Come on.
And it just, you either struggle or you do one freaking thing the whole time.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
It's not.
I think you have
It's
to
not
earn
a
that
fun
over
game
time.
to play.
You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a
2K,
lot more to be a leader. Honestly,
Like I said, I know they're not going to fix it, but it would be easy as hell for them to release a patch that opens up rookie. That's all they have to do. And we will have a playable game. It won't be great. There will still be errors. There will still be issues. There will still be people trying to figure out how to scam it or whatever. But at least those of us that are just trying to play the game straight up, I don't use spam plays that, will get me open every single time because I know exactly what the NPCs are going to do. I'm just trying to play some basketball. I'm just trying to have a little fun. I'm not using specific basketball tactics. I'm not a basketball genius. I shouldn't have to be. I'm playing a video game on the easiest settings. And that is the point, is like, I get it. People are going to say, well, you just get good, noob, or get skill or whatever. Well, maybe I do just suck that bad. Maybe I do. I'm totally open to that being a thing, that I am just really that bad. But there was nowhere in the, when I bought the game, were there any disclaimers that said, hey, if you are not a fucking pro video game player, do not buy this game because you will not be able to do anything. And I'm looking for my VIP stats. Oh, you know what? I think they're in the neighborhood. Yeah. So as you can say, I don't play Park. I do not play Park whatsoever, right? 2 games. Like I said, it was easy as hell. All I did was play defense because Park players don't know how to play defense and their builds are not made to play defense. They can't. That's the reason it doesn't work in the Park, is because all their builds are built weird. And I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying, yeah. Where's my? I'm looking for my actual how many actual NBA games I've played, like overall. There you go. So yeah, 638 games, and I play on 12-minute quarters. I think I've put in enough time. I have an 80% win percentage, which isn't great for a video game, but that's the problem, is I've got it on the easiest setting in the game. I should be able to destroy this game after 638 games at 12 minutes. That's a lot of fucking hours, man. 45 minutes per game. Do the math. 638 times 40 fucking 5. That is a lot of hours in this game. Actually, multiply those two and then divide it by 60, and that's how many hours in the game. That's a crap load of hours in this game. There's no reason. And you guys, if you saw the very beginning of the stream, you saw me. I annihilated like 2 teams in a row. It's the game. The game itself is just so messed up. It's not a skill gap. It's not a fucking... I really don't think it's anything for one player to trash another player over. It's the game itself. It's just scaled horribly wrong. The stats are horribly spread out, where, like I said, 70 overall NPCs have higher stats than my 85 overalls. That should not be happening. Especially not if they're at the exact same position as me. I can understand a 70 overall center having a higher block rating than me. I totally get that. But a 70 overall point guard should not have a higher block than my 85 overall point guard who's a lockdown. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And you mix that with like some of the stuff they did with like putting every one of our builds, even if it is a pure lockdown, gets a 65 shot contest. What the fuck is that? You can go look at the NPCs. They have like 80s and 90s in their shot contest. Every build you make, no matter what build you make, you can make a pure lockdown, rim protecting, 7'3", max weight center. He will have a 65 shot contest. The game's broke as fuck. Like I said, it's all in the numbers. I don't think 2K can fix it. Give us rookie. You've got to give us rookie, 2K. And really, like, that's my rant, guys. Like, there's not really much else I can say.
Just the way those games played and the way it was so up and down, and the fact that I was blowing out teams, but like throughout the entire game, it's just like negative after negative after negative. And it's like, if I don't have myself on a really good team who can pick up all the slack from the horribleness that is the way my guy's going to play, I'm going to lose horribly. And then when I do pick one of those teams, the Lakers or Clippers or whatever, I blow the other team out, but I still have a horrible game because it's not me doing it. And so it's like, I don't know. 2K, like I said, I'm not trying to curse you out. I'm not trying to like get crazy negative on you. I'm literally telling you how to fix the state of your game. Put rookie back. Put rookie in. Yes, people are going to spam it. People are going to figure out ways to make 200,000 XP per game. So the fuck what? You've already got your legends. It won't affect those guys whatsoever. So what if a couple people get to 99 overall? Nobody gives a shit about 99 overall. People want to go legend, which you have to do in the park, and you don't unlock anything in the game by hitting 99 overall, except for your +5 stats. That is it. You can hit 99 overall and you still can't buy a fucking leg sleeve to wear in the park unless you go play park games. The entire game is locked behind park. Give us rookie. There's no way people are going to be able to spam it to do anything other than maybe level up a little bit faster. And here's the thing. You've cut experience on pro so freaking low that people don't even play my career anymore to try to level up. They just say screw it. They get their badges to the point where they want and they go play park because they're like, this is stupid. Nobody wants to grind this to 99. You've got to give us rookie difficulty, 2K. You have to give it to us. You can't fix the numbers. We know you can't fix the numbers. We're not going to say why. We're not going to say how bad you screwed up and all that. I'm just telling you, give us rookie. That's the only way you're going to fix this whatsoever and make this game playable for the average player who's not a fucking tryhard. And that's it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm like literally depressed right now. Like, and that's the worst part of the whole thing is that like a video game could have that effect to like actually make you depressed. Like, and I mean like sad in my stomach type depressed. If you guys know what I'm talking about, when like shit is just all wrong and you know it and there's nothing you can do. That's how I feel when I play this game. I feel like helpless. And it's like I feel like I've wasted money, and so I want to keep playing because I spent all this money on the fucking game. But then I at the same time I feel like I've paid these people all this money for me to feel horrible. Like that just doesn't make any sense, 2K. I shouldn't be paying you money to feel bad. And like I said, I've played this many games. It's not a skill gap thing. It's not a you don't know how to play or you don't know what you're doing. It's the game. The game is just broken way too many ways to be fixed. We need rookie mode. And so that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm not just going to keep ranting about the same thing over and over again. I think I've done that for like 2 hours now, 3 hours. But I hadn't made a 2K video in a while, and I wanted to put one out there, and without just going on a crazy rant and being extremely negative and cursing everybody out like I usually do. I know some of you guys like those videos, but they're hard for me to make, because what you don't understand is I'm actually mad. Like, that's not me putting on a show. Like, I'm actually pissed off. That's why I make those videos. It's actually me venting, and I realize that people actually like to see them. So, all right, whatever. But yeah, I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just discouraged at this point. I'm depressed. That's what this game does to me at this point. It just depresses me to even play it. And that's why, like, I'll be honest, I turn on 2K20 almost every single day. Almost every single day I will log in and play a game. But that's about it. I'll play one game, and by the time I finish that one game, maybe two if I'm like, well, let me try a different build. That's why I have so many builds. I have my build list like literally stacked out with different builds, trying to find one that works on whatever day with whatever patch they got going on. And it's so discouraging that usually I'll log in every day and I'll play a game, maybe two, and then I'm done. I can't play anymore because it literally puts me in such a bad mood, and it makes me so depressed and angry and all this stuff, and I should not be feeling that way with a video game. There's no reason. As you can see, I can't even make new builds. Like, and I've deleted a lot of builds. Like, and it's just, you know, I'm going through trying to figure out, like, what is that build, that one build that's going to be able to do it all and not even be, like, spectacular at everything, but not get annihilated by NPCs just because I can play a little offense, or not be able to not shoot at all just because I can play defense. And the truth is, it doesn't exist. The build doesn't exist in the game. The closest you can get is these two-way slashing playmakers, and like I said, they're just so weak in everything that if you don't put them on the strongest team in the game, I mean, you saw the difference between playing on the Cavs and playing on the Lakers. The Lakers was a 60-point win. The Cavs was a fucking 20-point loss. So it's like, no matter what you do, man, it's the game's just broke as hell. It's literally broke as hell. And so that's my wrap-up, guys. 2K, give us rookie. That's it. That's all I can really say. We know they're not going to, but I'm making the statement right now. If you guys do not put rookie in this game or do something to fix it, and I'm no computer genius, maybe there's something I don't know about that you guys could do to fix this. From my point of view, there's not, but maybe there is. And I'm speaking directly to 2K, not that they'll ever hear it, but this is directly to 2K. If you guys do not fix this, and this is what you leave us with going into the next game, it's over. It's over. People took a huge chance on you this year because the boycott on 2K20 coming out of 2K19 was big. But motherfuckers did not follow through, me included. We just didn't follow through. I ain't doing that again. I don't know about most people, but I'm not doing that again. And so, like I said, especially if they do not fix this, when the next time, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not buying 2K21, but I will not be pre-ordering, and I will not be purchasing until after the reviews come out. And I mean like a month in, when the real reviews come out, not just the 2K dick suckers. I'm talking about the guys who are actually going to dig into the game, spend some time playing it, and then come back and say, hey, yeah, this is broke as shit. Like I'm doing here, but way too late. But what can I say? They've made it worse with every patch, so it is what it is. Yeah, I've ranted long enough, guys. I think I still do have a couple viewers. I really appreciate the views, guys. You know, I don't get to sit on here and rant like this if you guys aren't watching. It's pretty stupid to just talk to myself. So I appreciate you guys showing up. I hate asking for it. Hit the like, hit the sub. Y'all know how it works. I hate that, but you know how YouTube works. If y'all don't hit like and I don't get subs, nobody gets views, and then I end up sitting on here bitching to myself. So that's just how it works, man. Yeah, that's going to do it. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed at least some part of it. Maybe you just like rant videos, and maybe this did it for you. Let's all cross our fingers and hope and pray that someone from 2K is just that good a person that will see this video and be like, let's check it out, and actually hears this and goes, maybe we should at least look into this stuff. I would bet 99 to 1,000 to 1 that that's never going to happen, but if you don't have hope, you don't have anything. So let's cross our fingers and hope. That's going to do it for me, guys. Sandman out.